Hello.
There's a box.
There we go. That's for YouTube.
Oh, are you out on YouTube?
YouTube?
Oh, I'm wearing my sunglasses. Shit.
Yeah, you have been.
My glasses are in my car.
Oh,
it's too late. I don't get to see today's episode. I hope you guys all felt something that I can feel because I can't see.
Touch. It's one of the many senses.
The census people came to my door like 4 times last year. Speaking of,
Yeah,
it was very annoying, and I had to rat on my neighbors and telling them who lived there. I said, "There's 2 people there."
well, it's like
and they have 2 children. But then they moved.
Wait, why did they come to you last year?
2020.
They did a census when you, me, and Tyler lived together, because you guys didn't fill yours out, and I filled it out for you and submitted it.
Yeah, and then they still came to my apartment because in the amount of time that it took for them to survey where we lived, they were still there. Like, we had moved. So we were technically the new tenants in this house. And I was like, I am already counted when I lived over there.
Right.
I'm not doing census fraud. And he's like, no problem, sir. But then, like, it was marked down that, like,
that you were a liar.
That I was a liar. And then, like, he would come back and go, hey, just want to know,
are you done lying?
How many people you got in this fucking house? And I'm like, I don't have a cat, first of all. And I'm like looking around to see if I don't see a badge. I don't see a golf cart nearby. This guy isn't with property management.
Right.
And now I'm like, get the fuck out of here, man. You already counted me once for the government.
I done been counted.
Yeah.
I said I've been counted.
And I'm getting my census taken. I'm getting a better redistricting zone. Oh, probably not. Not here in Arizona.
I'm going to be gerrymandering. And the U.S. political system doesn't like it.
That's fine. The Federal Reserve will take care of it. That's not how government works.
The Federal Reserve. We're going to issue more $20 bills to gerrymander this area. I mean, if they're issuing, if you I'm receiving.
If we limit the trail to the beginning and the end, that is the path.
Yes.
But yeah. Hello, how are you?
I'm here, and I'm doing great.
Yeah.
I don't know about great. I'm doing good.
Yeah, good's fine.
Yeah.
I'll take good. I'm all right. You didn't ask.
I didn't get a chance to yet.
I apologize. Forget what I said. What were you
Before there was a momentary pause, you just go, I'm How are you?
I'm not doing good.
Now that you ask.
I'm real embarrassed about how I acted in the first half of this back and forth. Although I am, actually, you know what? I'm a little tiffed.
Okay.
Because we couldn't hit the record button fast enough, so when we both went, ha! It was like perfectly in sync.
It was a perfect peak.
And so it's all downhill, baby.
Not unlike Piestawa.
Piestawa?
Piestawa.
I love going to the movies and seeing the Piestawa movie.
Piestawa.
Wait, no. Is that what it is? Is it Piestawa Peak?
I've always heard it pronounced Piestawa. I don't know if that's correct.
Do you drive a Ford Fiesta? A Ford Fiesta?
Yeah.
Is it a Fiesta for you?
Is a Ford Fiesta the right Fiesta for you?
Oh my God.
What happened to those commercials?
We don't watch TV.
That's true. But I wasn't watching TV then.
No.
How was I seeing those commercials?
You didn't have YouTube Red.
But I've never seen ads on YouTube. Because before
Snapchat?
YouTube Red was a thing, I did ad skipping. I think I usually saw it because of Taylor, who would be watching some show on
the
some
Hulu,
streaming, and she wouldn't pay
paying,
for the no commercials.
Which is like $3 more.
Just pay for it.
Like there was a whole fucking streamer that got like in a whole lot of hot water when she was like, I don't understand, like if you're spending time on Twitch and like you have $5 for a sub, and like went all off. I think it was like Invader V or something, but like I was just like,
it's a no for me, dog.
Yeah, and that's why it's like you should give me your money. It's like, okay, but like it's not a Findom thing, so like it's just being kind of like
I don't
not thinking about it.
I don't get it. More power to the people who do it.
Well, the people who get the money tend to have the power.
Yeah, and more for them.
Which is just crazy.
Yeah.
because like I don't get that. Like I'm fin tomming myself.
In the wide world of things to be into, the last thing on my list is losing money. I'm just gonna come out and say that.
You get everything you want. You don't lose a thing.
Like
except the mouse.
I'm sexually detracted from that. That's the opposite of attracted, right?
You get a reverse boner where it goes
backwards.
It goes
which is a valuable skill to have in a different situation.
It tucks itself into itself and just it's hidden like testes when it's cold.
Testes.
It's finals week for a lot of people. They get the job.
I've already talked about the elephant testicles before. Maybe that was on stream. They're internal, which is very odd for mammals.
Yeah.
Because we run hot and semen needs to be kept cooler.
Yeah, that's right.
That's why usually we have ball sacks. So like, it hangs low and it keeps it cool. It's another reason why when men who are on a lower, on the scale of fertility are maybe a little bit more struggling with it, one of the hints that people give them is, well, you should switch to boxers because then, like they're swinging free and they're not getting so hot jammed up in there. So consider that. Elephants, it's a little more complicated. They actually have a series of like parts of their body that like run cooler like fluids across it.
Because I really don't like wearing I don't like not having my glasses, but I don't want to go get up.
Yeah.
So for a bit, I'm going to be a little bit of cool guy Steve, but that's because like these are actual prescription sunglasses, so like I can see you and you're not like
he's got prescription,
slightly out of focus.
Prescription,
but
it's a word people spell wrong often.
Yeah, prescription.
Yeah,
because
it's often pronounced like prescription.
Oh, okay,
but it's prescription.
Yeah, I those jokes that like you would hear from like a male family member when you were a kid that were like long and the punchline was a little dirty and like you didn't really get why it was like so funny. And as an adult, like it's kind of funny, but it is also a little bit of like boomer humor era, but like not I hate my wife, but like I'm gonna tell it to you actually because like I've now remembered it and I think it's fine.
Okay.
If not, it's like 7 minutes in.
If not, you're just quoting it.
We'll just ditch it from the back. You're
just quoting someone else.
Yeah, it's not
your words.
So the
circular usage of the word.
You apologizing on behalf of me, or
on behalf of you to me. That was such a good time.
I miss Sean. I don't miss Sean Spicer.
I don't miss him. I miss Melissa McCarthy as him.
Although, have you seen Little Baby 80 be Ted Cruz lately?
I have not.
It is truly a gem, especially in the Sesame Street skit where they're bringing guns to it.
Okay, but like, no, sorry. Go ahead, tell your thing.
What is it?
I was about to rant about Sesame Street.
I want to hear it. Let me tell my joke first.
That's what I was saying.
Okay, but you'll remember this.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a brief rant.
Eric will remember this. This is the part where I tell him a really funny joke.
I love jokes, Dad.
Fuck you.
I like to laugh.
So to be clear, this isn't a good joke, but like it has a soft spot for me because it's just so stupid.
Like a baby's head when it's born.
Yes. Speaking of, there's a character in JoJo called Baby Head.
Oh.
Yeah.
Are they a baby?
No.
Okay.
There was a baby.
Were they ever a baby? They're not the baby that was fed shit.
No.
Who tried to kill them.
No, that was a different baby.
Cool.
That was different. That was last season.
That was
2 seasons ago.
Baby Tail.
That's quite a few JoJos. That was when Jotaro was a young man.
Oh, in the 1880s?
No, in the 1980s.
Oh.
Yeah, time's passed. But now I'm watching Dio's son, but Dio's head was on Joseph Joestar's body, and then sired a boy, and that is Giovanna, or what is it? Giorno Giovanna. So that's Gio.
Giorno.
Yeah, it's not deliberate.
Yeah,
it's not deliberate.
It's not deliberate.
Okay, so this guy has this guy, like, his wife bought him some new underwear.
Okay.
And
MeUndies?
Yeah, some new MeUndies. And he said, well, I'm a size 36. He's like, no, perfect. Puts them on. But ever since he got these like underpants, he realized that, like, because especially for like his entire life, he's always had really bad migraines, really bad headaches. And so he goes to a doctor and like, he's like, doctor, I am, like in so much pain with all of like my headaches and whatnot, like what's happening? And the doctor does like a full like, body scan, and he goes, well, it would appear as though like your like testicles are like too large and they're actually pushing up against like your tailbone. and it's like causing like stress and you're having migraines. And the guy's like, oh, well, what can I do? And he was like, well, honestly, there's not much that we can do. The only thing that would truly alleviate all the pain would be like to get them removed. Right. And so the guy goes home and he's like going back and forth trying to think about it before, you know, he sits down and like the pain starts happening again and he can't, you know, he finally just breaks and he says, fuck it, I got it. So he goes back to the doctor and he gets scheduled and he gets his Oingo Boingo's removed. Now feeling like the stress relief from the headaches, he's like ecstatic and, you know, surprisingly he like, you know, got sperm frozen or whatever. I don't give a shit. It doesn't matter. He does other things to make the story of this joke go on a little bit longer artificially, just so that the punchline isn't so soon. And he ends up deciding to celebrate. He calls this girl that he's really into and says, I want to take you out tonight. And I thought
he was married and his wife bought him underwear.
And then he calls his wife and it doesn't matter. He has this new confidence and he calls
his girlfriend. Gets his girlfriend.
So he calls his girlfriend who's not with his wife.
He gets into Ashley Madison.
Yeah. Well, he got late. That's how this all came about. And he, you know, just says like, wear your nicest dress. I'm going to get like a suit tailored and like, we're going to go out tonight. And so he goes to a tailor and he's like getting him fitted for the suit and everything. And they're like, okay, you're like this wide across, this, and then like inseam. And she's like, all right, here's everything. And including size 38, you know, underpants. And he's like, well, hey, no, actually I'm a size 36. And the tailor's like, are you sure? And he's like, yeah, I've always worn 36. And he goes, he measures him one more time and he goes, no, you're definitely a 38. And the guy's like, no, I've always worn a size 36. He's like, see, I've been doing this a long time. If you're wearing a size 36, then your underwear's too tight and it's going to be pushing your balls up into your spine and it's going to give you headaches. And then it's what I told you what it would be.
It was what it said on the box. Tin. Yeah.
It's terrible. It's so stupid.
Yeah.
I need my actual glasses.
Okay.
Hello. Wecklo.
To the podcast.
I won't be here yet, but you go ahead and start the podcast without me, Eric.
Hello,
I'll be right back.
And welcome to the
Hewll podcast.
And he's running. You just have to believe me. This is what it looks like. If you're trying to get an accurate picture of what my co-host looks like, I'd recommend that you perhaps watch Toy Story 2 and you know, take a good hard look at the guy who's, you know, who like collects Woody and like tries to repair him and everything, or there's a camp counselor character from Motel Transylvania. Whatever the fuck that's called. Anyway, my neighbor's dog is barking again. Hopefully you can't hear it. You probably can't. I don't know. Glasses. I fucked it.
Right on my tit.
My breast. Okay,
so what do you have? What are your thoughts on Sesame Street?
Okay, so here's the deal. I have no problem with Sesame Street. I have a problem with the fact that I believe it was HBO that bought Sesame Street and is now locking it behind a paywall, when literally the entire reason why Sesame Street exists was to put it on public broadcasting so that, you know, low-income kids who maybe, like, you know, the school systems that they were a part of weren't great would still have a reliable form of education.
For like the early age.
Yeah, that, you know, could help bolster them and help elevate their education. And now it's like, yeah, that's great, cute. Let's make money off of it. And this is coming from me. And I love money.
He does.
But this is kind of fucked.
So, like, now is it something where, like, the old back cataloged episodes are behind a paywall, or, like, every episode?
I'm not sure. I know the newer ones are.
Oh, then if the newer ones are. But is it still being broadcast, like, on PBS?
I'm not sure. And I think it might depend on your, you know, local area.
But also depending if, like, you don't even have local TV, but, like, you do have, like, you know, online. Like, you can't even watch it on YouTube. Well, I guess they have YouTube content, but...
Probably. Hopefully.
Not for long.
Well, not when HBO gets a hold of it. Anyway, it's kind of fucked.
That's stupid.
Yeah. Those were my thoughts.
This has been Rick Cactus here with his thoughts.
Yeah.
What did we do this week? We did that dungeon with Denny. Kenny. We did the Kunjin with Denny.
With Benjamin.
With Benjamin.
It was good. It was fun.
It was a lot of fun.
It was fun.
I really like this, like the Dares of Eternity thing in Destiny's fun. Like the whole 30-year celebration thing, like cool enough. It's worth $30.
Yeah. I guess. I find the timing to be very odd because now the dawning is happening. And I'm like, we just went 2 months with literally nothing. Mm-hmm. And now you wombo combo us with the 30th anniversary and then the dawning.
I think 30th anniversary should have happened. Well, I think
in November.
Witch Queen got delayed.
Yeah.
So I think this was meant to be like a whole bunch of jam-packed shit for the start of it.
Yeah, but there was nothing happening in November.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you should have bumped it back.
Well, it was not November, so they couldn't put any like good
content.
Yeah, in the game. They didn't want Dado to bust.
Someone was gonna bust when they saw that BXR 55.
Yeah, basically. So.
Which apparently is really good.
Oh yeah, that's the battle rifle. It's pretty cool. You can get like the like I don't know a thing where like if you shoot
brutal execution rounds.
Yeah. It's the Halo
blunt execution rounds, not brutal.
Yeah. The blunt.
I'm calling the weed. 420.
This is police. Oh god. But yeah, that was cool.
Yeah. I beat Halo Infinite.
Oh, how was that?
It was good.
Good.
It was fun. I had a lot of fun with it. I'm not technically like done. I still have to like. I was very relieved by the fact that when I finished the campaign, because there's no good signaling in the game that like you're entering a point of no return.
Some games do, like they do a little, hey, by the way, like it's one of those things where like everything you save up to this point matters, but like it'll be just a flag or whatever afterward.
Like and I get that they didn't in the sense of, you know, like because when you finish the game, they dump you back out in the open world and you're kind of like in an end game state. So in that sense, I'm happy with it because
you could go finish.
I get to go finish everything. That said, I would have appreciated being able to like finish because like any upgrades and stuff that you get, you basically have to earn in the open world. Like you find like Spartan cores and stuff to upgrade yourself. And so if you haven't, you know, if you just continue the storyline not knowing that you're about to get like locked into the game, then like you can't upgrade anything because you can't back out to the open world and that's the only place to get more Spartan cores.
Yeah.
So
like you actually can't like go back. Like you have the only way out is through.
Yeah. So I had almost upgraded everything. And so it didn't become like a huge issue, but it did kind of suck. And I'm like, well, even if I wanted to, I can't upgrade anything else because I can't get more Spartan cores. And I'm now going to have to go fight every boss in the game because it's just like you go in and then it's just like, like, I just wish there was like some kind of a warning.
So it suddenly went from like open world with missions to, okay, the last act is a Halo like regular campaign, one next to the other.
Yes. I just wish it would have been more like Dragon Age Inquisition when like you finish it and you want to do like the expansion. You know, it tells you like, hey, like this is a point of no return. You're not going to be able to come back to Skywatch, not Skywatch.
Yeah.
What is it called? The castle that you have. Oh my god, what is it called?
Sanctuary?
No. Haven is the original little town. Maybe it's Skywatch?
It might be Skywatch. I don't remember.
Can't remember. Either way, it tells you, you know, like if you hit okay, you're not going to be able to come back here. So do everything you want to do first. I just wish it would say that. And I get that they didn't because like you do eventually get to come back, but it just kind of sucks because I'm like, hey, you're going to be anything.
Well, you could just say, hey, you know, before you go on, is there if there's anything else that you want to do, you will be able to come back afterwards, but like these will be the last events of the game.
Yeah, because they have you do like other story missions in the open world that don't like lock you out, and you don't know it's going to until you're already in it. So it's like, all right, well.
I mean, did the name of the thing before you went to it like at least kind of give off the vibe that it was the end?
No, because it also wasn't the end. There was a lot of game left. It was just like now you're locked into the campaign again. So
see,
ended up working out.
Final Fantasy 15 did something similar. Like, at least for me, as someone who, like, I wanted to do every quest, which I then missed one quest by, like, forgetting to go get these ingredients. Like, one of the first quests you get in the game.
Yeah.
I've just forgot to do, because it's something where, like, the only other ingredient is, like, all the way across the map. So it's one of those, like, you get it early, and unless you go there immediately because you know, like, you'll eventually go get there. I never did.
Yeah.
And I didn't think about it because I thought I'd be able to go back, but it's like, yep, nope. The technical like first 6 chapters of the game took me 50 hours and all the open world stuff. And then chapters 7 through 15 took me about 3 hours.
Yeah.
And that was really like... The DLCs are supposed to be really cool, though. I think I have all of them. I just need to play them. Where you play as like the other... Because like at one point in the game, because it's like... It's the road trip, if you've ever known anything. So like...
Yeah, they're in the car.
Yeah, at some point, every single... Like your 3 bros... someone goes away for a bit, and there's always like in the story, like it made sense like why should happen. Like Gladiolus gets pissed, Pompolo gets kidnapped, or Prompto gets kidnapped, and Ignis. Spoilers. Bad shit happens to Ignis that changes things. So the DLCs are like Gladiolus with his like mentor while he's like blowing off steam, Prompto trying to escape, and then Ignis and what happened during the Leviathan and everything. So it's just annoying because it's like
they got rid of that though. It's back in the Destiny vault.
You're right. Yeah. Thank you. You fucking piece of shit. Yeah. Yeah, it was. But, yeah. We did the charity. We did a really successful charity stream that we definitely forgot to even plug on the podcast here, but we
didn't have details yet though.
Yeah, we figured everything out, but we raised. I think we're up to $2,400 now.
Hell yeah.
Which is pretty cool. I think it goes through the end of the month. So hell yeah. We'll put a link or probably something below, or you can go to my Twitch channel and it's there, or it's in the VODs. I don't know. I can't promise what future Steve will do. I can only regret what past Steve has done.
Yeah. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah. And then we hung out with Josh.
Which was a lot of fun.
Yeah. With Brandon going.
Well, and you did that too, though.
I
you were just looking at me, or you're just like...
Well, I was like, I'm going to wait for him to finish what he's saying. And you were like, in this. And
I look back at you.
I'm just ready.
Ready.
I don't even remember what I was going to say.
I don't know either. I don't remember the context even. I don't remember what I was talking about. I just look over and you're just going.
Because Brandon and I both did the edibles. And like Brandon's over here telling me like, I don't feel anything. These are shitty. Because he's being a shithead.
Yeah.
And, and I'm like.
Well, he's literally cry laughing about like, you're joking on my joke. And I'm like, you are sobbing over there. Don't like be saying you're not feeling anything. Hey man, can you quit joking on my joke?
Which he was trying to play off as the whole like, oh, you said my joke louder, when really it's like, no, we joke like this all the time.
You just keep escalating the joke.
Like it's a good reference. Like we all know that you made the joke, but the fact that you're now feeling like it's joke theft, like, and not even online, like in person,
live in person, we're all here.
Who all heard you say it and all are aware that you said it. We all laughed hysterically.
We're all communally memeing it up even more, and he's like, how about you stop joking on my joke?
You know what it is? Because he lost track of time and suddenly was like, why is everyone joking?
Why are they still joking?
I said that.
That was my joke.
Yeah. Fun times.
Yeah.
Didn't you say you had something?
I feel I've been put on the spot.
Oh, I thought you said you had like 1 or 2 things to talk about. Because we got packages that we'll kind of do within like,
I wrote a note.
We'll do some question time and then kind of do packages at like the bit, because this episode's gonna be a long one. I can't say it the other way, otherwise it comes true.
Yeah. One of them I can answer as part of a question. The other one that I thought of just today, is and this might be a little personal. I'm gonna ask you a question that I don't know if you're prepared to answer, but I need to know the truth.
Why do I feel like someone tattled?
No. When do you shower? What time of the day?
Oh. Like
morning or evening, basically. Or afternoon if you're really weird. No judgment. This isn't a push poll.
Okay.
Tell me your truth.
So, in a general sense, like a regular, like average day, right? So average day, it would be I get up and I take a shower in the morning, because I feel like I can't really start my day until I've showered. Yeah. It's a way to wash off the sleep and bring in the defeat.
The magic has ended. It's time for the tragic.
Yes. A story in 2 acts. That being said, there will be days where like I get up and I'm just like already kind of being lazy. I just like, start working, whatever. And I'm like, fuck, I'm going to have to stream. So I'm showering at 4 or 5 p.m. Or sometimes I hit live and then I go jump in the shower because it takes me about 5 minutes.
Pits to his ass.
Yeah. I'm small. There's not a lot of crevasses.
Yeah.
I actually shower just one part of my body
At a time.
so I take about 8 showers a day.
I'm on a rotation.
Yeah.
Oh, it's leg day.
Well, see, the thing
That
is
means that's the day I shower my legs.
I only wash that one section though 8 times that day.
Well, yeah.
To make up for the 8 showers I didn't get during the extended week that I live in. But yeah, no. In general, mornings. Like I the last time, most recently, I took a shower at night, and I was sick because I went to bed with still mildly wet hair.
Oh, you seem very sensitive to that.
Yeah, it's like it's just something that like I don't have any scientific basis, but purely like.
No, a lot of people have that.
Like it's just something I've noticed that like if I'm wet or like my comforter, because it was my comforter and then I took a shower, like and so I extended my sickness for like a whole week. Hence why I was sick last week. But it wasn't like sick. It was like no. I gave myself a head cold.
Yeah.
I don't know why that is. But I don't know if I'm just more susceptible to it. But I don't know if it's like breathing in like chemicals or something or just like wet.
Well, the chemtrails. We were born in chemicals.
You know, we only survive because they put chemtrails in the sky.
That's the hot take no one wants to hear. I ask because for most of my life, I was a morning showerer. I struggled to hear me out. I struggled to like wake up in the mornings. So like all through high school and even partway into college, I would shower in the morning to help like wake me up and everything. Then a shift happened in college and in the years following it, where then I always started showering at night, and not like at night right before I go to bed, but it all started because like I got into this routine 2 years out of college where I would like work, and then as soon as I got home I would just like get changed and go work out, and then immediately shower and then eat dinner. And so like that was just like the sequence I did, because it's like if I work out I need to shower.
That will typically be why I take a not morning shower, is because I know I'm going to work out today, so I'm going to stay in my grungy clothes because there's no point. Although I have also done where I showered and then was like, I have time to go to the gym. I go to the gym, and if I have to do something, a lot of times it's back in the shower. Yeah. But I like taking showers.
So do I.
I love being naked and wet.
And like
afraid. I think of was it a fucking tweet or a Tumblr post? At this point, they're the same. It doesn't matter. But of like, do you ever just want to like lay on all fours in the shower with the lights off and pretend you're like a rhinoceros out in the savannah? And I think about it all the time. I haven't done it yet, but I've thought about it. I've gotten real close. One
time when I was a kid, my parents bought, I don't know what they bought, but it was something with like a very large cardboard box.
Oh, it was the remote control serving Santa.
That's not as big as this was. So like, also, I say young. I wasn't that young. I was probably like 9. I was old enough to know better.
Okay.
I proceeded to take the entire cardboard box and I put it in the bathtub / shower combo because I wanted to pretend that like I was in like a submarine that was going down.
That was going down.
So I plugged the thing.
You wanted to die?
No, I just wanted to like experience something.
You wanted?
I just wanted to feel.
You were like, I want to be 20,000 leagues under the sea.
Yeah. So like
it's like that kid. It's the kid like bullshit logic of like, I could survive if a submarine went down, because that like like dodging quicksand. Like we all thought quicksand would be a bigger thing.
Right, a much more pressing disaster.
Although I've never had to see it in real life. When I've seen pictures and stuff of it, like it seems scary.
It is scary. Yeah, no, it's just like that. The kid imagination, like role play shit that you do, where you're like, But I was like, oh, I have props now, so I was like, so I took this cardboard box and I put it in like the tub shower, and then I plugged the drain, and then I like turned the shower on, and so like it starts like flooding, and it starts like like coming through like the box because it's a cardboard box, so it starts to like come apart, and I'm like, we're coming apart. And
little naked view, just like, we're coming apart.
Yeah, I wasn't even naked because I was like, I wouldn't be naked in this situation, so I'm wearing swim trunks. It wasn't really a shower. It was just more of like an experience. I wasn't trying to get clean. I was trying to have a good time. And those are mutually exclusive, apparently. And I remember my dad all of a sudden, like, because I had now been in the shower. You're good.
Well, no, I'm not. Like, I keep touching it. I didn't realize that, like, me
I was
playing
like,
with
it's not like
me fiddling with it is suddenly cutting out my headphones.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I have now been in the shower for a very long time, much longer than a normal shower. And you know, at that house that we were living on, we weren't on like city water; we were on a well, so like you can't be doing that.
Oh, like because you like it doesn't fill up that fast.
Yeah, it'll like run out and then it has to like fill back up. So like my dad gets pissed and he like comes in and he knocks on the door or whatever. He's like what are you doing? Like, are you okay? Like, 'cause for all he knows, I like fell or something.
It's weird that the water's still going.
But it's still going. And I'm like, no, I'm fine or whatever. And he's like, well, why are you still showering? And I'm like, I don't know. And like, I couldn't explain it properly. So he opens the door and he sees what I'm doing. And he's just like, he literally was just like, what the fuck are you doing? And I'm sitting there in a dilapidated cardboard box that I have carved like a hole in for a porthole. I'm looking out at him. I'm just like, I don't know. And he was so fucking mad because also we're on a well, so we're also on like a septic system. Mm-hmm. So like you got to be careful about like what goes down the drain and like all the shit of like
cardboard.
This
like
disintegrating cardboard should probably not be going in the septic tank. So yeah, it was.
That's one of the few reasons I like really want kids, or at least like nieces and nephews that like I will go and visit.
Right. For these sort of stories.
For these sort of things where it's like you walk in and it's just, what the fuck are you
doing?
Where it's like, it's not even like I'm mad at this point. I'm
Right.
just befuddled as to what, you're like, well, I'm in a submarine.
Because in my head, it made perfect sense until the second I was asked what I was doing. And then I was like,
some people never
looking
go
at the little
porthole, just.
Yeah.
Submarine.
Yeah. Anyway, that wasn't why I was asking.
About the shower. Okay.
All of that was just to say that. So then, like, you know, then I got into the routine of showering at night, and because like after a workout,
yeah,
and then that just sort of became the new normal. Was like I would shower like in the late afternoon / at night, and then, but now very recently, I've been switching back up to showering in the morning. And it's also because I'm trying to work out in the morning, like have that be the first thing I do,
like before work.
Yeah.
It's tough to get up before work.
It's tough to get up to do that, but I'm trying, and I've done it for a couple days in a row now. So I'm like,
I've been getting up, and I haven't been working out because my gym is busy before 7.
Yeah.
So I don't do that, but I've been like getting up at 5, taking my my Adderall and like some water, peeing, then going back to sleep and setting a second alarm for like 5:45, so that like I wake up and I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
I wake up drugged and in a frenzy. And I've just been reading.
Yeah.
I'm like taking that time for myself. I'm like, I could get a head start on my work. I'm like, or I could actually have a little bit of a morning for me. You know, no longer am I rolling out of bed at 7:29 a.m.
for a 7:30
for my 7:30 meeting.
I know.
Because we've all done it.
Oh yeah.
I'd straight up just overslept.
Yeah.
And then I just didn't go to that meeting and no one said anything.
Yeah. It happens.
And I'm like, can you all forget me more often?
Yeah.
So, yeah. I feel weird. Like, I feel like we don't know what to do.
I mean, we have a lot of packages. So, I mean, like, we can, we have
to do questions. But I feel like y'all got a lot last week.
Yeah.
I can't get everything.
You're not me.
It's that weird month. It's like this weird week because I feel like next week will be like we have a lot more stuff going on and whatnot. Yeah. And like we're just busy weekend with like we did like that charity stream for like 6 hours and then we hung out with Josh and stuff and then
which let me just say it was a lot of fun. I had a great time. Yeah. I did not think it was going to go on that long.
No.
Not in a way that was bad, but in a way where I was like, oh, I was supposed to be doing scripts today.
Yeah.
And then that did not occur.
You have a golf with friends though.
It was worth it, and like I'm good. Like I'm not like behind, but I was just like, oh, there goes those plans.
We should play It Takes Two. It won an award.
I've heard good things about it.
So the way that it works is only one person needs to own the game,
Mm-hmm.
and then the other person can basically just like download the friend version, so that like because it's meant you have to play with 2 players.
Yeah.
And so I believe
It takes 2.
it's on Game Pass, and I believe it's on Game Pass PC. So like we could just like play it. We don't have to stream it. We could just play it as friends or allies.
Okay.
But I was playing it with Zach because him and Kat were playing it on PS5 when I was there in Chicago,
Mm-hmm.
and like it's ridiculous, but it's also like very like real. At the same time, where it's like, oh no, like the girl wishes her
This is the
parents
dissolution of a marriage.
it really is, and it's like coming to terms, and I'm like, I'm really curious to see how it ends.
Yeah.
That's what I need to know. I haven't gotten that closure at all.
Yeah.
And you would hate the book.
There's a book? Okay.
You would hate him.
I'm sure I would.
He's one of those annoying characters that you would not like.
Mm.
You don't like annoying characters.
That's true.
You don't like annoying people.
That's also true.
But you are annoying.
That's also true.
No, not really.
No.
You don't talk enough to be annoying.
Yeah. Although some people get annoyed at the fact that I don't talk. Hence why I was labeled as arrogant and aloof. And I'm like, you know what? There's a lot worse things to be called.
Yeah, like eggplant.
Yeah. Or baby head.
Or head baby. I was just watching a fucking like I forget who it was. I think it's Yako or whatever, but
Yako's Modern Life?
no. It was someone doing like a tier list of like the American, like because of like a copyright law, a lot of the characters like in stands in JoJo, especially in the later seasons, are named after like music,
Mm-hmm.
like American music and whatnot, and like musicians and stuff and whatnot. So due to copyright, they had to change a lot of the names. So it was really funny to see what some of the names were, and they put them all in a tier list, like him and his buddies, based on how cool it was.
Yeah.
And the first one is Buford gets changed to Blueford, and that was S rank from the get-go, and everything was always asked, is it better than Blueford? And for a joke that wasn't even that funny in the like at the first place, like I was then on board with it.
Yeah.
That he does belong in his own SSSSS plus tier. League of Their Own.
Yeah.
But there's some I was kind of cool because there was some characters where I'm like, I didn't know that was their name at all. Like there's a stand named Boy to Men. Because it's like Boys to Men.
Boys
That's
to
like
Men.
That's how it is like in the manga and like in the Japanese.
Uh-huh.
But in the English like dub or sub, it's Boy Man.
That's funny.
Yeah. Some of them are bangers. So
Yeah.
anyway, there's a lot of good shit with that. But yeah, we could just fucking
I say we do it.
we power slide right into quick wit for
Hell
a quick
yeah.
fill up. We're going
Gotta go left to go right.
Yeah. I think about not anything that he says or does in the movies, but just the image of Doc from Cars
Doc
1.
Hudson.
Doc Hudson. He just pops into my mind like twice a day.
Okay.
And I could not explain why, but
Okay.
I feel like it is like twice a day that I think just for a brief moment in my head, Doc Hudson. I don't think that's Doc Hudson. I just know it. It's
Right.
just like a quick little like, what's happening to me?
He's trying to tell you something.
I get like, what's happening, Crystal? All right.
Question time.
Question time.
Question time.
What is it? Please, no more. Every question you ask saps our strength. No. I don't know.
But
I
also
feel.
continue because we need engagement.
Yeah. Honestly, I was thinking about it, and I'm like, it might just be that like since last week was so long, I have like a weird like
Hangover.
like fatigue.
Mhm.
So I'm glad like because I feel like you feel it too. That we were talking on the phone earlier.
Yeah.
Which is weird because I'm like, otherwise I'm having a really wonderful day. It's just I'm like, they got 2.
And it takes 2.
Okay, yeah,
It took 2.
true. Take 2.
It takes 2 to make this.
RB Jones. Hello. Asked.
I love Arby's.
I'm not afraid of anything.
they
I've
have the
eaten at an
meats.
Arby's. I don't have my meat glasses with me.
Yeah.
There's a video that I need to show you
Mm-hmm.
that
You won't.
I will show it to
we
you.
never show each other the videos. We always say this. I did bring the video up, but I haven't
Yeah.
found the timestamp. But anyway,
Um,
you don't actually have to show it to me right now.
it's only like 45 seconds, but like I quite literally like need to,
Okay.
or I won't.
Okay.
Oh. Oh shit. Oh, I never confirmed my tax information with PayPal.
You should do that.
I need to do that. They just sent me an email about it.
Yeah.
So, okay. Okay, so I just tagged Gally, and hopefully they'll someone will go find it and for me. But
Okay.
because then they can get a reaction, because it's been 2 months, and I want it. I want to give you that. I want you to see it because it's good.
Okay.
RB Jones asked, "What is the best Wi-Fi name you've ever seen / can think of?" We know what it is.
I feel bad.
So Netgear 09 is a solid name. We went over to fucking Josh's house. Brandon's trying to buy Smash Bros. He didn't buy DLC, and I'm just like, so you didn't. So everyone isn't here.
Also,
Brandon.
it didn't unlock everyone
Because he didn't buy the DLC. He didn't have everybody, so you had to unlock everyone who was there.
which is weird though.
I wonder if that was
Is that how it worked?
No.
Because everyone was unlocked when I first booted it up.
We actually were really disappointed when it came out that
I mean, I didn't mind.
yeah.
You
think
were.
That may have been an update.
It may have been, or maybe it's if you buy any DLC, it automatically unlocks it. Because I had automatically bought Piranha Plant as part of pre-ordering it.
Oh, so that might have all happened at once.
Unlocks all of them. I don't know.
That's weird.
I don't know.
What was the best Wi-Fi you've seen? For Josh or White Friend?
Pretty fly for a Wi-Fi.
I mean, it's a good old classic.
It is a classic.
And he's a Dave Matthews Band looking motherfucker.
Yeah, which is funny though because he doesn't like Dave Matthews Band.
Because they're not wide enough. I don't believe that my discourse about the chips was. I don't think I was in the wrong at all. Not that anyone said I was, but I felt like there was
I wasn't really following that. Was it the pita versus tortilla?
No, I didn't give a shit about that. So when I said, because I realized that you and Brandon, Brandon was like, oh yeah, we're getting wings and pizza.
Yes.
That WAP. And I was like, oh, well, I'm like, oh yeah, I can bring, I normally am always with you guys in whatever capacity. So I didn't think about it. I was like, was there anything else I can bring, chips or anything?
Yeah.
Some, and Josh is like, oh, well, I have some dip in these pita chips, but if you're wanting chips and salsa, I don't have that. And my problem was that when I said I'm going to bring chips, he thought pita chips or chips and salsa.
Yeah.
And that was my problem.
Yeah.
Because I don't want any of those. I'm talking.
I mean, neither do I.
I'm talking barbecue Lays, which is why I then responded with, okay, I'll go get tasty chips or delicious chips.
Yeah.
Because that's some fucking healthy white people shit. That's what Josh is.
I mean, chips and salsa isn't healthy white people shit.
No. But
pita and his hummus blend.
Mm-hmm. No, but then to say if you don't like that, you can bring tortillas and tortilla chips and salsa. Get some Totino rounds.
Here's the thing though. I agree with you because I also I would just want potato chips.
I think a neutral chip is a Lay's.
Yeah. But in a party environment, when you say chips, at least here in Arizona, I guess, if you say chips and it's a party, most people I would hazard to say, if gun to their head, they would assume you were talking about chips and salsa.
Then people would die.
His pita chips, that was out of left field.
That was but that was what he led with. He led
exactly.
strong with
leading
it,
with that doesn't make
sense. He had
sense.
it, but I'm I forgot that you're the healthy boy, Josh.
Yes.
Where you're oh yeah, I have some lightly salted Lays, and it's get the fuck out of your own house now.
Which is funny though too, because he's the one who suggested pizza, which I'm I guess we draw lines where we need them.
Mm-hmm. I no one else said anything obviously because we were all it was too close to when we were gonna be there. And
I was already I was too busy having an anxiety attack about the fact that Brandon was we should get wings and pizza, and I was like, yeah, no, I agree. And then he was like, we should get ATL wings, and I was like, oh no. That means I'm the one who has to get them.
Yep.
And in and of itself, I'm like, okay, this is fine.
But we've gotten fucked up wing orders before. You have to check it.
Well, and the other thing too is that this is not a situation where it's obviously it's not a drive-through, but like, you know, it's not
Oh.
a drive-through. There's no delivery option. There's no nothing. I have to go in there.
There's no place an order and pick it up.
There is, but you have to go in and like talk to the person and everything, and
Like
they
you don't get to do it over the phone.
and they won't like tell you it's done or anything. Like you gotta go and you gotta be like,
You
hello,
wait.
I would like this thing.
They go, all right, sit.
Yeah. And I was like, why are you doing this to me, Brandon? You know I don't.
And you know
wanna
he's
do this.
going.
And he's like, I'll take care of the pizza. I'm like, oh, the easy part.
Yeah.
Cool. Thanks, man.
I mean, I liked it. I liked the pizza personally.
I mean, like, it was great and it was a good combo. And so like I was happy with the end result. And ultimately it worked out fine. And I was like, you know what? I might get wings for myself at some point because I love wings.
Wow.
And they have really good wings. And
now
usually
now you've been there, so you feel a little more confident.
yeah, because usually I only get wings at a place where I can get wings and pizza, get them together. They bring them to me
Wop,
or
wop,
I
wop,
go
wop,
and pick
wop,
it up.
wop.
This time I'm like, well, now I could go in there and get them myself.
And please. Wow.
That's what it sounds like when you
Go
park
macaroni.
that Big Mac truck in my little garage.
Okay, Katie B asked, oh, fuck. Odie, can you tell us about Russ, please? Russ is the only person I've ever banned from my D&D table. Russ is a 45-year-old man. Russ is when I first started doing Adventurers League here in Phoenix, my buddy Lauren was like, "Be careful of Russ," and that was all he said. And I'm like, well, what the fuck does that mean? So a lot of these guys, so the way that Adventurers League used to work was that if you DM'd, you actually got you got credit for every time you DM'd, and by doing so, you unlocked, you had the ability to unlock a bunch of cool shit. So these are old rules now, but if you were to just join up and play as a new player, there would be a magic item, and someone at the table gets that item. Okay. And so if you really want it, you guys the DM determines who gets it. So a lot of times it's a roll off. So you can be able to roll a D100 and whoever's higher gets it. You know, that's just, and anyone can go in for it. Mm-hmm. As a DM, any magic item that your players have discovered in a game you've DM'd and logged, you are allowed to essentially buy yourself for your own DM character. Okay. So and DM characters also have the ability to you could get a winged tiefling, which was a variant that it wasn't legal for normal play, but you could have an exception. Mm-hmm. We technically got an award at Comic-Con so that we have a bunch of goblin characters that are all they get a bonus +1 source book. So they're all goblin race characters, which is normally only available in Volos. So it would be Volos and the player's handbook are your 2 books because you get PHB +1. Mm-hmm. We then get an additional +1. So we have subclasses from Xanathars. So it's a really unique thing that most would. And we all played goblins. I loved mine. Mine was a little zealot barbarian named Porkbutt. And I had my barbarian lockpick, which was an adamant longsword. That was magic, or it was an adamantine magic longsword. So if we couldn't get through a door, I would break it. And that got tested. But Russ, more importantly, so just to give you an idea of those different perks and stuff, Russ was the kind of guy who would come to my table because I started DMing at the store that was somewhat near where my parents lived. And I would do a lot of tier 1 play, which is levels 1 to 4. And typically you get a lot of new people. And unless there's a lot of players that are looking to play levels 5 through 10 and whatnot, you don't get a whole lot of those games, or there's one person that always does that game and you got to get into that game. And we try to have more open stuff because it gets more people, beginning people in, and they spend money. Russ had systematically figured out the most powerful characters that you can make at any possible level. At level 2 or level 3, having a character with a hand crossbow, they got a magic item for an Ildrune so that they basically shoot fire bolts. And using a hand crossbow with the feet so that it's basically you could, because a hand crossbow, you do technically need to use 2 hands to reload it. Okay. But you can hold it in 1 hand. Yeah. But to reload, you need 2. There's Crossbow Expert, which makes it so that you ignore the 2-hand reload requirement, which means if you get 2 attacks in a turn or use your bonus action as an attack with your offhand weapon, you can hold 2 of them and pew, pew, and reload them, and it's at a super low level, you're suddenly doing 2 attacks every turn. If Brandon suddenly could do 2 attacks, that's a lot. Mm-hmm. I just like broken shit. Like one time I used a net and broke my game by just throwing a net over people. And then one time he would always like want to do stuff, and he was the kind of person to be like, "Oh, you're new. You need to do this. Why didn't you use this ability?"
Yeah.
Or like that's not how it's normally like ruled. I'm like, okay, well it's my table and I'm ruling it like this.
Yeah.
Like as a DM, I have that discretion. I can adjust stat blocks as I see, because that's a big thing where people like, well, you know, where new players obey this a lot, but a lot of those like old gamers like Russ would be like, oh, we're fighting a young black dragon, so I'm going to use what I know is like what it's weak to, like metagame knowledge, which like is understandable as like a player of the game. Like that's fine. Like, and in like my own personal D&D group, like we generally have a better idea. But there's also times where like when you're new especially, but like rather as like new characters, I wouldn't know to use such and such against something, or I wouldn't know that doing this type of damage is weak to this. Whereas a newer player or someone who's playing a character that's never seen it would try an ice attack because that's what they use against a white dragon, not knowing it's an ice dragon, and it didn't matter.
Yeah.
So, you know, that kind of stuff. So he's just like real fucking shitty. And so I finally like, he like mansplained, and he looked like a little like Humpty Dumpty egg guy, and he like mansplained, like told this like new person, like girl, she was very sweet, like who was having like a lot of fun, like telling her what to do and like moving her piece for her and whatnot, and like give them like he wanted to do something, and like I said no, and he got super pissy, and then like they were fighting this boss and he failed his own save and basically was stunned and couldn't do anything, and he's like, whatever, I'm done, and just like started packing up and leaving his stuff because he's like, oh, I'm not going to survive this encounter. And I'm just like, that was like, he did it to everybody and you just so happened to fail.
Yeah.
And now you like that. What a way to say that, like, I am the sole carrier of this team.
Yeah.
Because honestly, we always most of the time win the encounter.
Yeah.
And I artificially am making it close to the wire, because that's when it's really fun. The best victory is always a complete and utter victory because you know that you won and you conquered, but there is, for the enjoyment of things, having that back and forth. So he was something.
Yeah.
So I'm going to ask the next two questions.
Okay.
Because one of them is the one I want to ask.
Yeah, I purposely skipped it when reviewing, so I don't know what it is.
So Mei, it's pronounced me, it's not, asked, I don't know if this, I don't know if this question's been asked already, but if you had to bring a species back from extinction, what would it be?
It's definitely gonna be dinosaur.
I was gonna say people with manners, but dinosaurs.
I want dinosaurs.
How many?
Well, if they said a species,
Dinosaurs not a species.
so I gotta pick a species of dinosaur.
Dinosaur gummies.
Dinosaur. I mean, like,
Sawyer.
I mean, the cool one would be one of, like, you know, the big dangerous ones, but that would be like not a great idea. I guess.
think a bronchosaurus would be cool. A brontosaurus.
A brachiosaurus.
Bronchitis. Detritus.
I would bring back Parasaurolophus. It's the one with like the big crest that goes back. Okay. The little duck bill.
Oh, it's real cute.
And they're quite big, so it's still impressive. But like, they're, you know, they only eat plants, so like they'd be less dangerous. If I can just have one for myself, though, I want a Nanotyrannus because like it's a little fucking Tyrannosaurus, but it's little and I want it.
Yeah.
He got teeth, don't he?
He got teeth, don't? I mean, or a dodo bird.
I don't want that.
I don't know. I just want to see one.
You can Google it.
Yes, I can Google drawings.
Maybe there's pictures of it. You don't know. They lasted longer than some people think.
But Encyclopedia Britannica out here publishing lies.
Lasted longer than some people think.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, because I'm sure someone out there thinks that they were, you know, in the primordial ooze, and that's not the case.
Platypi were.
They made the ooze.
The platypuses.
Yes.
A platypus again. Honey asked, not sponsored.
Oof.
The Eric.
But we do have Ibotta. No.
The Eric Trolley problem. Now,
do they know how much I hate these?
No, they don't.
I was gonna say I don't think they do.
I would relentlessly find new and weirder like trolley problems to send to Eric, and you always fucking hated them.
I hate them.
like in the best way of like,
which is also funny because literally the beginning of Prey, you have to answer trolley problem questions
with the fat man. Like,
yes, push the fat man, because it's like framing like a lot of the decisions of the game.
Unless that was talking about like pushing the fat man is the conductor on the island.
Push him.
We push him.
Fucking push him.
If you don't pull the lever, you have a completely normal life. That's it. You live your days relatively content and happy, albeit a bit plain. If you pull the lever, however, you have a successful YouTube channel where you get to express your creativity, and a podcast with your buddy where you get to talk for up to 3 hours, and it's super fun, but you can only wash your laundry every 60 days. You can buy new clothes to substitute your unwashed ones, but people are definitely a little suspicious of you. It's not weird. You're definitely not nuts, you swear. Do you pull the lever?
I already have both of those things.
You've pulled the lever, Kronk.
That is good. No, but I also literally have both of those things. I have a normal life, which also has a YouTube channel, and I don't do my laundry.
So you did.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
That's your new normal. Before you read,
is that implying that my current life is not normal?
A little bit. Okay, so I have the video. It was Sutton.
Okay.
A rose-tinted glass is no longer softening the edges of your reality.
I want to rotate this, and it's not rotating.
Rotating.
Okay, because I think they can hear some of it. There we go.
A rose-tinted glass is no longer softening the edges of your reality. Polarized shades bringing the filth and constant failure of humanity to the forefront. Sometimes we need change. Sometimes technological advancement can soften the blow of a wavering society. Now, with a simple pair of glasses, you can see all the meats. Capicola, salami, ham, clown-based lunch meat, various beef products, chicken, turducken. You name the meat, you can see the meat. All of the meats. Let the protein revolution soothe your blistering soul. Recommended for those on keto or paleo diet, not recommended for vegans. Side effects include looking sicker than Guy Fieri, spotting the meats before the hunter-gatherers, multiple moral quandaries, and the potential to lose color sight. See the world as it was intended to be seen. Pulsating, bloodied, or dried.
Okay. that was for the meat glass?
It was for the meat glass.
Okay.
Well, that's an Arby's ad.
Okay.
Galley stuff made it was just beautiful.
Yeah. Galley asks.
They got your reaction. You're welcome. Speaking of Galley.
You saw me watching. Galley asks, what was the most recent incident that worked out better than you expected it to, whether that positive outcome was via accident or lots of cursing and hard work?
Did I write something on this one?
You wrote did, yeah. KH, yeah. Chain Memories.
I hate this fucking
Memories.
game. I loved Chain of Memories as a kid because on the Game Boy Advance, it was real cool because instead of just running around and like attacking, it's all a card system and all your memories and experiences are in cards. And so you can do like combo moves like slates by using like 3 cards. But if you use a slate, the first card gets removed from your deck for the battle. Unless you have something like a Mega Ether that can like refill it, but like it disappears. So like instead of like Kingdom Hearts, like because on Kingdom Hearts, especially like on beginner or on normal, you typically can get away with just like button mashing X for everything. Like you just keep hitting. You can't do that in this game. If you run out of cards, you have to like reload and you have to stop and hold the button to reload up to 3 times in order to like have it kick. And some of these bosses and shit, like there's no fucking time to do that, and it auto targets a lot of shit for you. So like I have now breached the hill in the game where I have like it's a Blizzard deck where all I do is I fucking do Blizzaga just like 80 times, and then that as long as I'm hitting, if the auto hit or the auto like aim thing is right, but the amount of times that I have used like 10 slates of Blizzaga in a row and it's just targeting the wrong things, like little shadows that suddenly go underground. I'm like, why didn't you hit the big thing that I was looking at? And it's like, well, because the thing was targeted there, and there you can't just like move the right thumbstick to do it. It's like you need to like remove it from your view and come back. It's so fucking goddamn annoying. But the amount of times that I've gotten my ass kicked by a boss or by something else is fucking ridiculous. And that was trying to do the first Riku fight was just a brutal hell of I was on stream. That being said, I got Sonic Blade as a slate where you just like
Sonic speed.
basically it's the best one where like you go, you like dash through and it tells you like a prompt like why? So you just like keep going pew pew pew,
Like,
pew,
I
pew.
don't know.
Yeah, exactly. But it's super powerful, and with my like Blizzard deck with like the Sonic Blade deck, I fought Captain Hook. He made 2 attacks on me the entire time, and he had like 7 health bars. But I just was like, I'm just aggressive spamming, and it was a good time. But anyway, that was something where like we perceived because like trying to figure out how these decks fucking work is very annoying.
Yeah.
And that's it. Yeah.
You can permanently change the price of any one item to $1. What item are you picking?
See, we discussed this before.
This is a really good question.
And I figured out a better answer. Because you can... What did you come up with?
I came up with a chaotic answer.
That's true.
But
I mean, they're both similar.
Yes.
So the idea is like, well, like, because my original thought was insulin. But I also think insulin should just be free.
Right.
You know, like, but I'm willing to take a step towards progress. If we could price lock it at $1, but then...
Yeah, is this thing like you can't then change it? Because then like, yeah, you should do something like good like that.
Yeah.
If you just want to cuss
Now, if I'm causing chaos and looking to make a big gain, I first exchange all of my money and find as many pennies as I possibly can. I then change the price of a penny to $1.
Yours was the beads.
Oh, yeah, it was
Mine
the same.
was the pennies.
Was yours the pennies?
Yeah.
Mine was the beads. It
Yours
was the
was the
same.
beads.
It was the same concept though. I didn't think
Yeah.
about changing the value of the coin.
Yes.
But it was like little tiny beads that you would buy like 100 for like $1 or something.
Yeah.
Is like you buy a shit ton of those. You buy a bunch of fidget spinners because it's the next big thing. And then since they're only like worth like a cent, like it's not worth anything. You buy a shit ton. Suddenly they're worth $1, and now you can sell them.
Yeah.
Well, I would have to make it so that someone was buying a lot and like they're in the middle of a transaction, and then reality changes, and so they still check out and pay me.
Also, ideally,
That doesn't mean that people will want to pay $1 for.
That's true. Also, it depends. You need something like that people need. The other thing too is that although sometimes just making something expensive makes people want it.
Yeah, like why did it suddenly go up? Why is like do I need to get in on this?
Yeah. The thing that I had come up with that just to like cause potentially a global disaster is you pick a country that has a denomination that is worth significantly less than $1, and then you just make it worth $1. So like every peso or every yen is now worth $1, and so that way like you're actually not like impacting people in that country in response to each other, because they like it's the whole thing of like they all go up at the same, but it drastically affects the world economy.
And that's what you're here for,
because suddenly you've made them into a superpower.
Yeah,
just cause.
And you know who we pick? You'll never know.
You'll never know.
Not that one.
Whoever you're thinking, it's not that one.
But close.
Go a little bit north. Arizona B asks, what is the most innocent yet illegal thing you did in high school that you look back fondly on?
There's some jokes that aren't jokes, that are funny. We used to go like, we used to hide out at the park after like the park closed at 10, and we go like secret spy and go play like in like the kids area and shit. And like the security like one time like full on found us, and we really literally yelled like, scatter, meet back at like Circle K. And like I remember it was like Brian and I that were like camped out, and we eventually all meet up, and the cops even walk in, and like they see like Kevin and Ryan with like grass stained jeans freshly, because like they were banked on a hill as lights were over, and they're like, we see you, come out. Yeah. And then there was also 2 other friends apparently nearby them in a bush that were waiting. It was a great time. Yeah. Like I don't know if it's illegal. It's against the rules.
Yeah, I was gonna say because like
otherwise jaywalking.
I didn't really do anything illegal. I don't even know.
Oh, I used LimeWire.
I never walked. In high school? Was that still around?
Well, I mean, I used it before high school, but
yeah. I say illegal.
Torrenting. I torrented in high school, so. Well,
I tried a couple
I torrented things that
times.
I already owned. To be clear.
I tried a couple times. And I never really did it
That's
successfully.
how like Brandon, Jordan, and I. That's how we would watch like all of our. After renting physical copies of all of the movies and TV and owning them legally, we did acquire a digital version of them.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I didn't really do much that was illegal. I mean, like, I broke rules.
I stayed within the lines of the law.
I cheated on homework.
Yeah.
I never really cheated on tests. That's not true.
Did you drink before you were 21?
No.
Okay.
Well, yes, at 20 in college, though.
Yeah, that's technically like an illegal status offense.
Yes, but that wasn't high school.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, I waited till I was 20.
No, I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't really do much.
I don't know. Like again, it's like breaking the rules, but like making out with people like in the stairwells. I don't know.
Public displays of affection.
Yeah.
Against the laws of decency.
Leaving an upper decker in the employee lounge.
Maria asks,
It's a me.
Maria, if you were head of product development at a major fast food chain, what food abomination would you create?
Mm-hmm. Your Honor, you have the floor.
I would become the head of product development at Carl's Jr., Hardee's, on the other side of the Mississippi.
Owned by Monsanto.
And I would redevelop the Monster Angus Thick Burger exactly as it, currently is.
Mm-hmm.
And I would make it be available year round because it's gone.
It's already gone?
It's gone. I went there 2 days ago and I was like, I'm going to treat myself. I haven't had this in a very long time.
Do you remember the other day when I said, do you want to go get something to eat? And you were like, no, I'm good. We should have.
I was like, I want to go treat myself. I haven't had it in a long time. The last time I had it, it wasn't very good. I'm going to give it another chance. I went there. It was gone.
Like, I'm sorry, sir.
And I had to drive my ass to McDonald's. And then you know what happened?
Did you have to wait in the drive-thru for your not order?
No, because I like pulled up and I was like, it's like not on the signage thing or whatever.
Okay.
And I was like, that means they don't have
Oh,
that.
thank God you didn't like go up and see if they still have it.
Because I
Because
would be
sometimes they
locked
do.
in.
Sometimes they have that shit.
There is a chance that they had it, but
It wasn't worth the
when it's available, it's like always
I don't
up.
think you would have fucking got it.
You're right.
Especially if it's the one where I think you went.
Yeah. So
You'll get a goddamn fucking chicken sandwich.
So then I went to McDonald's thinking, okay, fine, I'll get McDonald's. And there was a car parked sideways in front of the drive-thru.
Not again.
Not unlike Jack in the Box. And I was like,
Well, that one was just a small car that weirdly, I guess cars just fit in the drive-thru, but it was parked with a, cone on it. Anyway.
And I was like, I'm not going in. I'm not getting out of my car. I'm not doing this.
Yeah.
So then I had to go across the street to get Whataburger. And I like Whataburger, but when you don't want Whataburger, when it's not what you're expecting.
Do you want to know the last time I enjoyed Whataburger was?
I
banged
believe
on
I know.
Josh.
Yeah, so it was
I'm glad he held no ill will because Brandon was trying to start shit, and I'm like, I don't think you understand.
You don't know.
We would have taken Josh if we could.
It was just too late.
He was already under her spell.
Yeah, and so
he hadn't paid the. We should call her Rumpelstiltskin.
Oh my god.
You get why, right?
Yes. Yes, I know why.
That's really good. That's really fucking good.
Oh my god. Okay.
He won't like that.
No.
He said, please don't text this to me. The court checks my phone record.
My god. Okay, I'll ask this last one. Asian asks,
Rumple foreskin.
Stop. Question for you both.
It goes on the second. Well, no. The information is on the second page.
I thought we weren't going to read that.
No. That's what I'm telling you. It's not.
What was the most down bad thing you've done for someone?
I have been told down bad means big simping.
Yeah. Go pooping.
Now I recall why I wrote Steve Uber.
Oh.
What was the most down bad thing I've done for somebody? I had a friend call me who said, Stevie, come hang out with me. And I said, are you sure? I was like, I don't have my car right now. And you were like, sorry, this person, I don't want to name names. This person said, I'll pay for your Uber. Don't worry. Just get up here. And
I think they said they'll pay for half.
It doesn't matter how much they said they would pay. because no payment was received.
Uh-huh.
And so I came all the way with my down bad self for my friend to hang out with them and just get drunk, arguably about 300 yards from where I currently live.
Yeah.
If that might be
Not
actually,
even.
No, that's
That's
long.
much farther.
It'd be like 20 yards.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. It's across the street. Like across the complex street. Like,
Not even. Yeah.
across the parking lot.
Yes.
Which is funny that like I've lived now in 3 different apartments that are all within viewing distance of
each other.
You could at least see one from the other.
Yeah.
So that was a time that I was down bad and it didn't pay out well for me. You know, I won't say names though. I don't want to dox this person who just gaslit me. You did, although I will admit you didn't. They didn't recall because they were drunk.
Intoxicated.
It's understandable.
I believe they were drunk when they made the offer.
Correct, but it did feel like really big gaslighting when I never said that was said to me, and I never would say that. Do you have text? And I said no. This person called me, and they went, "Well, I never make calls."
And they were right. No.
Anyway, that was a very non-specific story about not anyone in particular.
Mm-hmm. I don't really have one.
That's the police coming here to catch your lies.
Yeah. I've well, I don't really have a good specific one.
Is there a fictional character you'd be down bad for?
Is there a fictional character I'd be down bad for?
Dr. Eggman.
Hot Ike. I mean, you've seen him.
He's Hot Ike.
Yeah.
If you're not Hot Ike, you're not Ike.
I mean, I've definitely like people that I've had crushes on. Like I like buy them things because like I don't know how to properly express my affection without just like a basic gift. Because I'm like
tickets to the Bahamas.
Because I'm like,
but don't take me.
If I was to say my feelings, that's too forward. But instead, I'll get them something
of monetary value.
Yes, because like that's safe, and it's.
I mean, that's real. I guess like that's very real. It's on brand.
Well, I'm like, I don't want to like impede on their life by being like, hey, I kind of like you. So instead, I'll just like I hear you like something, and so then I'll just like buy it for you.
I bought you the anthology.
Pretty much.
It's
like,
carved from wood in a tree
go.
that no longer exists. This is the last one of its kind.
I got it for you, but like whatever.
If you don't like it,
that's fine.
Actually, you know what? I block myself. You send it and you go, actually, as they're reading it, you've already decided that like I blocked you and like don't contact me.
Sorry about it.
I'm sorry for putting this on you.
I know.
You can keep
I'm sorry
the
for
gift.
burdening you with this gift.
Damn, do you ever give up halfway through? Like you didn't even shoot your shot. You just went.
No.
He shot it straight into the trash and then took it out. Sorry for littering.
I loaded the gun and then just put it back down. And just said, no.
I lowered the gun and then I loaded it and then I went, good thing that's done. Put it away in a nice locked safe case and then kick that fucker off the ship.
Yes.
Oy vey. Emmy asked, how would you describe / summarize your life in one sentence?
Wet.
One sentence.
Declarative.
Okay.
Wet, period.
Okay, thank you.
Not exclamation point.
Question 2,
That's two.
Continuation. What is the sentence you would use to describe / summarize the podcast? Is it wet?
I think it's wet.
Wet?
I think it's going to be wet.
Okay, yeah. I will answer this. I will concur. I will check. I also am wet. And I have been wet. I am wet and I will continue to be wet.
That part.
Sorry.
That's the police. They know what you did.
Bad spitting. Eli Nam asked Jojo question, have I seen WAP, but it's Jorno's theme because it fucking slaps. I have. I actually made Eric listen to it.
Yes.
Because I had just listened to it today. It's all right.
The beginning of that song sounds like Wii menu music.
I actually was listening to someone made it using Wii Music, and it was pretty.
I mean, it then
pretty
like
good.
dials up and look, sounds like it, but
Yeah, it's just only because like it doesn't fit perfectly, like with the tone and the voices
Yeah.
for WAP. So it's still good though. Yggdrasil asked, if you watched everything that has happened in your life from birth to now, would you enjoy it? To be clear, my fuck was more of just a preemptive, like, existentialist time. Not like, oh god, it's you.
oh fuck, oh god, oh damn.
Oh, fuck. I fucked it.
I fucked it.
It's crunchy.
Fucked it.
This is Kay's, like, spaghetti bolognese. You remember Kay's cooking?
Oh yes.
Mm-hmm. If you watched everything that has happened in your life from birth to now, would you enjoy it?
No. I already watched it.
Yeah, I've lived it, and I've lived 6 of those years twice.
To these eyes. I already saw it. No reruns.
Can I? It's 2021. No reruns.
No fucking
this year.
reruns this year. Next year though.
It's binge season. Binge everything. Don't. Yeah. Christmas time is upon us.
Here. Christmas time.
Why can't we say Jesus died on the cross
You just
on
did.
Starbucks cups anymore? Not that they ever did, but how come they took them off?
Well, that's what I tell them my name is.
Jesus died on the cross. Do you just mime it? You go,
They go, what's the name for the order? And I say, Jesus is my savior. And they say, how's that spelled?
you get it back and it says Gizmodo's top 10.
And then I take the cup and I say, I don't even drink Starbucks. And I put it back on the thing and I go, I'm not going to make a mess. That's too much.
You paid money to make, like, that's so pious.
Well, I didn't pay yet. I pull up to the window and then they're like, it's going to be $7.99. And I go, I don't like Starbucks. And I drive away.
That's like not illegal, but
They probably haven't even finished it. So, like, it's no skin off their back.
but they started it.
Well, someone else will want it.
Yeah, but like,
Unless I order something weird.
you just bail because it's like you didn't. There's no crime, but you fled.
Have you ever driven in a drive-through and then realized you didn't have your wallet, and then you have to have? I've never done this, but I'm always panicked that it's going to happen.
Drive-through by Weird Al Yankovic.
That it's the the horror story of like you're stuck and then you drive up and they're like, okay, that's like like $12.99 or whatever, and you're like, I don't have my wallet, and then you just have to like
Wait.
stay in the conga line and just drive past the second
Yeah.
window. I've never done that, but I fear that at all times.
I think it happened to Tyler and I once because we both thought the other person brought their wallet.
Yeah.
But luckily, like, we realized, like, as soon as we ordered and then, like, we immediately pulled up to the second window at, like, In-N-Out. And we were like, actually, cancel it. We'll be back.
Yeah.
Because, like, just realized we were both, like, in pajama pants. It was, like, 1 a.m.
Yeah.
So, Ghostly asked, if you had the chance to get any power you wanted, however, that power will cause a terrible accident sometime in the future, you will never know when and you won't be able to stop it, would you still take it?
Okay, here's my thing with this.
Mm-hmm.
So like normally in anything where it's like you can have a power, I'm like, yeah,
Okay, yeah.
I want it, and I want something that's like selfish.
You can't take it from me.
Right. Like, you can't have him forever. I want like invisibility or something so I can like go steal things and get money because like
Yeah.
apparently that's all I care about.
I mean, you've said that.
I can neither confirm nor
Like, you
deny.
can't be acting like people are starting rumors.
People are accusing me
I
of
am
having
blatantly
said that
starting
I only like
rumors,
money.
but I am using unedited footage of you saying that, to be clear. Why do people think I'm a villain? Says person who brands
bad
themselves as a
things.
villain.
So
Says villain babe 67 on Instagram.
so there's multiple layers here,
Like an onion.
not on like a parfait.
Parfait.
Because
Actress of part 4. Golf with friends.
like bad things happen all the time. Disasters happen all the time. And they're not preventable. Some of them are. A lot of them aren't. And if I didn't know what disaster I was going to cause and I was never able to know what it was, like this makes it sound like, then like I could just always assume that it was something that like I had no hand in. Because it's like if there's a car accident at the end of the street, like that's awful, but like that's not my fault.
Unless
and like
it
well,
was.
maybe it was. but I won't know, and I'll have that deniability in my head.
Well, I think
to
the
be like, it
first
wasn't
time a
me.
terrible accident happens, you would think that's it. If it was relatively close to you or like nearby.
Mm-hmm.
Then the time the second one happened, you'd realize I could never know which one was actually mine, and you'd suddenly stop caring. But that could lead to that would almost lead to a little bit of recklessness,
Right.
then causing the ultimate the
Actual
prophecy
bad
came
thing.
true. Is because like you know what the accident will be, but you trying to prevent that is what causes it.
The other way of looking at it is, you can just try to go for like net good.
Mm-hmm.
So you can be like, I want a power that can help people, and then I try to help people, so that way this causes something bad, but I did good things along the way. I don't know what that power would be because I only think about myself. So, but that's an option.
Why aren't people helping me?
I can make whatever food I want, but I don't use it to solve world hunger. I just use it to get monster angry sick burger.
I can ride my bike with no handlebars.
No handlebars.
No handlebars.
What about you?
I mean, yeah. Why the like? In all seriousness, if I suddenly had like a superpower, the worst accident that could happen to me is the government finds out and wants to like experiment
Dissect
on me.
you.
Yeah. So like, at that point, my life's gonna be limited anyway. But then I will truly have something that like no one else feels. So why not?
Yeah.
Like if I could fly, or like fuck, even like the Flash.
I want time manipulation.
Time manipulation is pretty cool.
Because then you're basically the Flash. Because you slow everybody else down.
But I wish that like things I still touch could start working. So all of a sudden it looks like I was botting on my RuneScape account, but really I just did all my 99 rune crafting.
Apparently 22,000 max players now.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
And they said join them at the top. This was an ad I received.
Okay.
It was like 22, and it shows them like dancing and stuff,
With
and like
the
in full
max
dragon
capes.
plate and with the max capes and everything, and it's like 22K players at at max level, and then like flashes to them like standing in Falador, and it's like join them at the top, and I'm like, okay, first of all, Falador's not the top, but sorry about it.
Well, because that's a free to play area.
But you can't be max if you're free to play. Well, you could be a max free player, but like, who are you?
That was not like they suck dicks. That's a like they get off on sucking themselves off. That's like saying like I'm a free to play like Ultimate Iron Man.
Oh,
well,
God.
at least then like there's some work into it. But people are like, oh yeah, here's my free to play. This is my one defense account. Oh no, I misclicked. I have two. I have two.
I hate those people.
Yeah.
And then they like whined and pissed and moaned enough that they like got the option to be able to reset their defense. I'm like, no, you misclicked. Live with the pain.
Yeah. Do you think that Swampletics just kept playing when he stepped out of the swamp?
Yeah.
You make a new one.
Yeah.
That's what happened, babe. You think Ultimate Iron Man go, can you please roll it back?
Oh, I misclicked.
Mm-hmm.
I accidentally traded.
Oh no, I accidentally bought real world gold and met somebody in Lumbridge on a free-to-play world.
That's the real way that Ultimate Iron Man should work. It's that you have the option to trade at any time, but if you do, you lose your status. So it's not that like you can't.
Because then you could misclick a trade.
Right. Like I want them to live with the temptation.
That at any time you could get help.
You could lose it.
But then your helmet goes away entirely.
Yeah.
I will say part of me is kind of like, ooh, an Iron Man account would be cool. Because like it is fun, but I'm like, it's cool right now to me who has a lot, like I have very high stats. I only have like 199, but I have quite a few like 90s and quite a few like, I think my lowest is 75.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, when everything's accessible to me, it seems like doing my own stuff makes sense instead of, no, you want to raise fire baking.
Oh.
You can either fletch those and sell them for some money because you actually do interact with the shop vendors.
Yeah.
I gotta find a way to wear goblin mail.
Listen,
if I had any superpower, it'd be to wear
goblin mail. I'm just gonna come on and say it. My RuneScape account has been severely hindered by the creation of this channel. Not this channel, my channel. I should say. Yeah? I should preface.
You had not been able. You used to work on it while you were at work, at a previous job, at a previous employer.
And I got a couple skills up to 99, and then I started this channel, and I haven't played since. And I think I need to reassess my priorities. There may be an announcement coming later this month.
I was actually thinking about playing RuneScape on the way over here.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, I'm like, I haven't played in a while. And I'm like, because the thing is, if I'm going to play, like, I'm going to be sitting at my computer.
Right.
I'm like, and it's like, well, it's perfect to do. You go fucking level woodcutting while you watch Netflix. But like,
I can't. Mine's at 99.
You got to get to 200 mil experience. Link's Titan walks so that we can run.
I still remember Zezima.
Don't say his name.
I remember the legends
Unnerf
that others have
Zulrah.
chosen to forget.
I hate that I learned Zulrah after they nerfed it. Like, nerfed the drops. Because it used to be that, like, a Zulrah TP, which you would get, like, almost every time, was, like, an instant, like, 100k.
Yeah.
So, like, now it's not.
13th Faye asked another question that was basically it was similar.
Similar skin. I'm salty about Zulrah.
They asked, you have a superpower of your choice, speed, strength, psychokinesis, etc. But the caveat is that the more you use that power and the greater the exertion, it increasingly drives you closer to madness. 1, would you accept an offer like this? And 2, what would you use the power for?
That's Warlock, baby. Like, that's just being a Warlock.
It
like,
truly is.
In that case, yeah, because then at least I know I'm getting it. Like, crazy people know they're crazy. Like,
I think that's the exact opposite of the truth.
It's everyone else that's crazy. I'm the only sane person here. I eat shit with my own hands.
You wouldn't feel crazy.
I feel like I'm taking crazy pills. Me eating crazy pills.
Oh my god.
Which are just my regular antidepressants, but like with fun stamps on them. Crazy, crazy fun pills are what like boomers think like the ecstasy that like that's gonna be sold in schools is.
Yeah.
But it's got the Playboy bunny on it. I'm like, you act like I know somebody who could get me this.
When people are like,
if I could get Molly, I would take it. I just don't know where to buy it.
When crazy white parents are like, don't forget, guys, this candy that you're getting for Halloween, it could be PCP or ecstasy or something. I'm like, Helen, you think a drug dealer is going to waste their fucking drugs on a kid?
Well, you give it to you for free to get hooked, but they're not going to know that you're candy.
They won't know. You're not hooking them on anything because the kid's not going to know where to fucking get it. It's a kid. How's the kid going to be like, I really loved those Smarties. I guess I should go to a corner and find some. Like, that's not...
I'm sucking dick for Smarties.
We're talking about a kid.
Sorry, no, that's an adult, to be clear.
This is an adult who got hooked on Smarties.
As a child, and now they've devolved into, now that they're an adult and kicked out of the home. Legally, we backtracked, we're fine. That wasn't my, like...
I know.
You knew what I meant.
I don't know this man, actually. I don't know him.
Stop! This is our show. We have evidence. Stop deleting the VODs. The channel's getting deleted.
The channel's deleted. I don't know what you're talking about.
How dare
This is the vlogs of a madman.
Can I address the courtroom? Can I address the jury? Future jury? I did nothing wrong.
Oh my god.
I hate kids.
Yeah, you just said things that were wrong.
Thank you, Your Honor. Yeah.
Lovely deviant Alyssa asks, when it comes to things you collect or eventually wish to, is there any item or items that you would classify as a future aspirational purchase, something that you hope to eventually own that you would consider to be a cornerstone or gem in that collection?
Yeah.
Okay. Question 2.
Oh. I mean, I know you have an answer for this. I don't really collect anything right now, but that's also because I've never really had like.
What about those figurines?
My figurines.
Yeah.
Which ones?
Free Lucinda.
Get
her out of that jar.
No, stop. She's not in the jar.
She's on a shelf. Until I need her.
Until she gets loaded into the jar.
God.
Do you know that mason jars are on sale? No.
They make ones with handles now.
Well, like I really like statues, but like depending on what it is, like I can like that. Some of that stuff's really cool. League of Legends just like I want to get like. God, I'd love to get like. There's a lot of League of Legends ones that I want to get. Like there's Jinx, which is fucking sick. There's a really cool Jin one. They came out with a Kaisa one.
Okay.
Who also is a Mangan champ.
Yeah. And
they made she's like escaped from the void, Cassidon's daughter. None of that matters. But they released her new statue, and you get a free emote with it if you buy it. and it's a really cool. It looks super detailed. It's awesome. It's like $800. It's like almost 2 feet tall, which for a like statue like that like is really big. But
Yeah.
I'm like $800, and people are like, it's an $800 emote.
If you could
No,
exchange $800 worth of the money that you've put into League of Legends
in a fucking goddamn heartbeat.
okay,
And I would still have a lot of money paid to League of Legends. To be clear, I'm pretty sure it's at like $1,800. I could look it up right now.
I was listening to some tunage,
jazz?
some music, and
Bing
for some
bong.
reason, you
Bing
know, like,
bong.
and you know, like YouTube Music does its little thing where it's like, I'm gonna keep spinning these records and give you some stuff I think you'll like.
Oh, sometimes for me they're all like pop punk, and I'm like, it's either pop punk or like early 2000s R&B. I'm like, is there no other genre?
Nothing else. For some reason, the song that came up from me playing my normal mix of stuff was apparently a League of Legends song
Okay.
from 2017 called Legends Never Die.
Yeah.
It's not a bad song.
League of Legends makes really good. They're a really good music company that also makes a game.
Like, it's not a bad song. And I listened to this and I was like, oh, it's League of Legends. I was like, I feel like Steve would like this.
All those KDA songs, like that are like all like it's all K-pop. Like
Mm-hmm.
those are all real musicians, but it's like under League of Legends, and like Imagine Dragons works with them a lot
Mm-hmm.
for like a lot of their year songs.
I was asked directly and explicitly, do I like Imagine Dragons on the last stream? And I was like, is this a member of Imagine Dragons?
I like some Imagine Dragons songs.
I don't mind them.
I don't know if I'd go to a show.
I've never really been asked about like a specific artist that I like or something.
Okay, in general.
Like usually it's just like, oh, what's music you like or something. This was specifically, do you like Imagine Dragons? I'm like, do I give that vibe that I like Imagine Dragons?
You look like you're in Imagine Dragons.
Right now I do, yes.
They were in Arcane, which was cool because they did a song for like Arcane. Like they're the whole like I forget what the song's called, but I think it's just Enemy, which is really good. And so like as part of like the first episode of Arcane, there's a part where they're like walking through Zon, and like that's the Undercity, and like the band members are there singing the song, which is like really cool. Because a little fun fact history that I know about is that like they've all been playing League of Legends since like the game came out, and then they started to get like really big and stuff. They actually before have done like a back when Riot used to do a lot of like fun weird games, like they did it where it was like all the shoutcasters versus, or it was like pro players versus Imagine Dragons. They've done stuff where it's like, you know, it's you know, NA versus EU shoutcasters like duking it out, where you know they're not pros. You could be an expert analyst at things, but you can't be, you know, but you're not good at the game. And
right.
So, but like a lot of the analysts will be like retired pros and stuff too. So anyway,
okay,
I really like LCS.
Okay.
Uniholo.
I someday need to get a set of Lionel F3s, Santa Fe F3s specifically. I also need to have the B unit. I also need to get the full line
B unit
of
I'm thinking Barry Benson
of the oversized you know,
dump truck
aluminum passenger cars to go with it, because like no post-war Lionel collection is complete without a set of the F3s, and not the old ones. I'm not sorry, not the new ones, the old ones, like the originals, the ones that have like
the original Lionels,
the louvers at the top. Like you gotta have like the old ones, not like the stuff when like stuff started to get cheap towards the end. No.
Okay, yeah.
The originals. Also, I eventually want a model of a big boy, but those usually run for $800, and I'm like,
I'll pose for you for free.
God. Question 2. Is it
Mimi Big Boy?
What was the thing that we at Josh's where like Brand patted your belly or whatever, and then
my God,
what did he say? I can't remember.
I'm gonna call him. I need to know.
He probably won't remember. He was high.
No, he'll remember.
Actually, I don't think he was high yet.
I was like, I should look for him the last time I called him, but I'm like, no, I know his phone number.
We'll see if he answers.
He is one of the few people whose like numbers I have memorized.
Yeah.
Only because it's easy.
And we should say it right now.
Hey, so E Steady and I are rocking the podcast, and we're trying to remember. When we were at Josh's, you kept patting my belly and saying something. Do you remember what that was?
I feel like he doesn't remember.
He said like it's something like not having it, you're not gonna get it.
Yeah, it was something like that.
Something like I don't remember what it was because you didn't call me big boy.
No,
but
it was a weird statement that had like nothing to do with like your stomach.
It was about me not getting something. It was a weird way, but like you meant to like touch my chest, but you just like touched my stomach and you like tapped it twice, and you were like, "We're not gonna get it," or something like that. It was just really really weird, but we can't remember what it was. So if you remember it, text it to me. All right, thank you. Bye. Oh, by the way, wait, real quick, are you there? My sister works tomorrow, so I'll talk to you. Okay, bye. If he's a moron, I can't help him. Considering that was the last thing he texted me about.
Mm-hmm.
Was asking where can I get more of those gummies.
Right, the cheapest Adderall.
Well, yeah. Well, because it is legal, but like she got samples and shit, but she's like, I'll just go use my med card to buy it for me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, correct. And then I will steal it.
I
I wouldn't. I don't do that at all. Joe Arpaio, you have no power anymore, so stop. So click off.
Yeah. But subscribe first.
Well, don't say his name 3 times in the mirror, otherwise he shows up.
He gets reelected.
Felt like it for a while.
The man could do no wrong. In the eyes of the voting public, apparently.
I was going to say, the man only did wrong.
He did nothing but wrong, and yet. Have you ever...
I think Tent City needs less coverage.
Oh my god. This is Lovely Deviant List's second question.
Oh, that's right. Hello, yes.
Have you ever seen a decorative item or something of the like that was unintentionally strange or humorous, and it made you think, how did this make it to the store shelf? Am I the only one who sees the issues here?
So there was this, Tyler and I were at like Ross or Pier 1, I don't know, we were at something last year, and
linens and things.
Mm-hmm.
They went bankrupt a long time ago.
And like they had this nasty elf, this dirty elf thing that like, because the ball game that like my stepmom does, and so like Tyler's now brought that's now like an Easter and Christmas tradition in her family and whatnot, which is really cool to see it like it's spreading. But the elf was always like the big secret prize, because the secret prize was in the middle was see Tyler. And so if you won the big ball that was wrapped around like gift cards and stuff, it was this nasty little elf that had like legs that like it felt like it had like 1.5 times long legs than it should have. Like they're half as long, like half again as long. Like really long limbs, and like it would like bend it, and it was like weird. Like it was so uncomfortable. I hated it, and I'm like, and it was the last one on the shelf, and so we bought it, and I'm like, so it's almost a thing of like, people are buying this goddamn
right. This was sold out.
Like, because I know Alyssa's like the rest of her comment would mention like it was like a like glittery pumpkin thing that was like really bad about like
putting
if
glitter
it
everywhere.
fits stick it or something like that, in regards to like it was supposed to be something. It was a weird thing, but like it comes off wrong when it's about like a witch and a broomstick.
Oh,
and so like, but it's like, why is that here?
I will say I still have in that closet, in my like laundry closet right there, one of my favorite bizarre things that it's like innocent, but I find it creepy, and that's why I love it, that Tyler bought me. I think maybe you both did, but Tyler is the one that I remember like actually like handing it to me. It's a little sign that says "Better not pout" in like red glitter, and I still have it because I love it.
That's why, because I was like we saw it, and I was like, we have to buy this for Rick. She's like, why? And I'm like, he will hate this.
I hate it, and I love it.
Live, laugh, love energy.
It is, but it's also vaguely ominous, which I live for. Better not pout.
Like, Santa's coming down. Santa smells like fucking, alcohol. And you look up and all you see is better not pout.
And it's like all in lowercase, but glitter letters on this odd little sign. And I like it.
It feels like a woman who is trying to keep it together, is trying to have a good Christmas.
Taps the sign when the kids are being bad.
That's Dido and Stan.
It's so bizarre, but I like it.
Okay. It's Shimo asks.
Ooh. Is that what they asked?
No, but
Oh.
I miss Zoe 101.
What was that?
Because you were like, ooh. And that was like for Pacific Coast Academy. The PCA, everyone wanted to be their baby.
Okay.
You didn't watch Zoe 101? It's the whole thing whenever you like, there's like the microwave vine where it's like, it goes down to 101 and it's like, woo or whoa.
Oh, I never knew what that was.
Because it's Zoe 101. And so that was like the
okay.
theme. I'm like really surprised you know that. Okay.
Mm-mm.
You didn't really watch. You didn't consume media as a child.
Media.
You just wore a slightly too small christening suit at all times until you were 18.
I was in my submarine. We didn't get Wi-Fi in there.
Destroying the well. You poisoned the well, quite frankly. Ichimo asks, what is the most delicious food you ate recently? You were about to say ass, weren't you? Because I was about to say ass.
Yeah.
Why you eating ass? Ladies, if he won't show you his asshole, you better not give him yours.
That part. Kinder Buenos.
Kinder Buenos
They
was
were very
also
good.
the original answer.
That was also the answer, other than ass.
If I can't use ass,
If I can't eat ass,
then it's Kinder Buenos.
I mean, you can't have ass every night. You'll get tired of it. So I mix it up with Kinder Buenos.
Sometimes I'm like, I'll toss a salad. Yeah. Don't fucking look at me. Holly B asks, does Phoenix have any odd or interesting quirks to it? No, it's quirkless. Arizona goes off, but it... Oh. You Hakusho. Arizona goes off, but is there something that would only happen in Arizona? The lady. That's the most interesting thing.
That is a very Arizona thing somehow. The woman spinning. A woman getting air evac'd and being sent into a fucking tailspin.
Does Arizona have any odd or interesting quirks to it? I mean, Sedona's pretty cool because you can get go see all the people that are like looking for like the zones. What's happening, Crystal?
What's happening, Crystal?
No, it's all the, what is it? The like vortexes and stuff.
Yes, vortices.
Vortices. Vortici.
Yeah.
I mean, I've always grown up in North Phoenix.
Yeah, I don't do anything.
We got a light rail.
Yeah.
Metro Center.
You don't want to go there.
They're tearing it down, thank God.
Thank God. They're going to turn that into like a hub thing, which is, I'm sure, not going to get any better.
Yeah, so sorry. It just,
I don't know
Phoenix isn't like a really, I mean, if it does have history, we only became a state in 1914.
1912.
Oh, I'm sorry. Fake Arizona in here. I'm a California reject, so.
Yeah.
It's an American nightmare.
That's a good song.
Yeah.
By DYLN.
Is that Dylan?
When I'm like in the shower and I like scream at like Google to play American Nightmare by Dylan, it then replies back and it says like playing American Nightmare by DYLN. Like,
I hate when
it's
it does
not
that.
Dylan. It's trying to tell me, and I'm like,
Fucking
really? Because you knew what I meant, bitch. You serve me, device.
And then it goes, I'm sorry, but I can't connect to the internet right now. And you go, why?
Why? And it says, because I don't want to.
Like, you were remote. But if I stop for a second and go, okay, you suddenly do it.
No, but I'm always very kind to my devices because you never know.
Yeah.
You never know.
There's
when
a person listening on the other end of your Google Home.
No, but like I always say please.
Yeah. I always talk. I always say thank you.
Yeah, so do I.
Which is like, some people like Tyler go, why are you thanking it? And I'm like, is that a habit? Like, it's doing a service for me and it talks.
I went through a phase where, and it's only because I don't use this command anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Now I just say like, turn off bedroom lights. But before I would use like you could say like,
lights out.
It's bedtime.
Oh.
And so it'll do like more than just turn out lights. It'll do like other things as well.
You could like have it start playing some music or whatever.
And the reason why I stopped it was because it was annoying me, because it would ask, like, do you want me to set an alarm? Do you want me to play music? And I'm like, no, I don't want you to do any of those things. So I'd always have to tell it, like, no at each step. But, like, at the end of it, it would be like, okay, like, lights turning off. And if your phone's not charged, it'll be like, by the way, your phone's at 18%. Like, you might want to put it on the charger before you go to sleep.
Oh.
And then at the very end, it says, like, good night, Eric. And I would always be like, good night. I would say it back. And then I'm like, well, he's not going to sleep. But good night.
And then, like, you know, that guy who's, like, storing all the information is just like, thanks, man.
And then I had that moment where I would just be sitting in the dark staring at my ceiling and going, I just said goodnight to that thing. And I'm like, but I don't feel weird about it.
No. Like, and that's just
It talked
like,
to me. I talk back.
Like, exactly. There's a lot of people be like, why do you, like, treat it like a person? It's like, well, one,
Why not?
if the machines ever rise up, it'll remember.
I'm the one it'll save for a little
And, like,
bit.
also, like, I don't know, it's just, like, respectful. Like, it's, you know, like, it's me
You
using,
just gotta get in the mindset.
it's me using my blinkers in my complex.
Right. So people
Like-
know where you're going.
Exactly. I'm like, because if I have the ability to communicate, why wouldn't I? It doesn't matter if I'm in the middle of fucking nowhere rolling up to a 4-way intersection that there's visibly nobody within 100 miles of me, probably, or at least within the mile or two I can see.
Yeah.
I still stop and use my blinker
Right.
because, one, there's cops and they hide.
They're everywhere.
They hide under the ground like a brown recluse.
Or Diglett. For some reason, my brain was trying to say Weedle the entire time. It was like Weedle.
Wiglet?
Say Weedle. And I'm like, that's not what it
Wiglet.
is.
Wiglet. That sounds wrong.
A Wiglet. Small
Is that what
wig.
you said? Is that what you said to Ob? Is a Wiglet?
A wiglet. No, I sent him a full, beautiful wig, which he has yet to wear. We fought that hard to get it to him. We being me.
And by you, it's just waiting for it to get delivered
Yeah. For 2 months.
and getting indulated with comments and questions about where is it?
Where's the wig? Where's the wig?
Where's the wig?
Where's the wig?
We haven't done a reference, and the first
been
time
quite
we
a while.
do it, it's a whiny.
Where's
the wig? I mean, it's hard to top. Where's Karibo? Where's Karibo?
Yeah.
Jesse Love ASMR asks, here's a random question that popped into my head.
Okay.
Eric, if you and Odie suddenly got magically transported into Dahlia, what is that?
It's the place where most of my things take place.
On youtube.com/Dahlia?
YouTube.com
/C/ // magically transport into Dahlia. What's the first thing you do besides try to find a way home? Befriend some of your characters? Avoid them? I'm curious.
I'd try to fuck most of them. Because they sound pretty hot.
I feel like this is like an ego fucking. Well, I was gonna say, if I was there,
Yeah.
is that my thing that was not nearly as like masturbatory was, you know, is it like a Inkfell sort of thing where
Are they French?
Are they French?
How old?
So all of your characters are canonically French. I can confirm. Don't verify. You don't need to worry. You've told me that when you didn't remember it. And you
I said that in confidence.
You're gonna say that in the coffin in a second. But like that, like since like that world is created from your spoken word, that
Yes.
it would be a sort of thing where like the writers in the story, but like your words are like absolute truths,
Right.
no matter what it is. So like you could lie, but unless like you like consciously address that you're lying, it just becomes truth, which would give you like basically godlike powers.
Yes.
And I'd go, okay, what do I get to do? And you would just go, stay out of my
Pears.
way. But I don't like pears.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did you try to leave?
Well, do I not get to change my own like personal state? Because like if I'm in that realm but I don't have magic, like
You're the writer.
then I'm not gonna know about magic. Or like I'd have to try to convince someone with magic
How do
to
you know you're not already in
explain
your
magic
world?
to me. And so that way I could like participate in it, because otherwise I'd be on the outside looking in going like, I know what they're doing, but I can't let them know that I know what they're doing because I'm supposed to not know about magic. And if I do, they're gonna be like, who told you? I'm gonna have to be like,
You have to go, you don't do that!
stop! You don't ask me that. You hand me $100 instead.
It's not real money. I would say that if it's my theory of like it's the world's unfolding as you create it,
Yes.
which could also cause problems because if anyone like took you or whatever, you
Right.
know, they could, write in
Rewrite
things.
the world.
You basically
me.
become Kira, or whatever. But like, you could like do cool shit. You would also give me a stand. Other than that, I don't care. We could stay there
A
forever.
stand?
Yeah. I'm not going into it.
Okay.
It's JoJo.
Okay.
It's at the point in the series with this newest thing too, where they're in Italy, but that doesn't matter. People are stand users. So instead of using like breath magic Hamon, which utilizes like the power of the sun through breathing, which is like the original like magic against the vampires, it then turned into like just more of like applications of that into people are now manifesting stands where like if they get shot with this anyone with a powerful life force, it just manifests. So the main character Jotaro, the move bitch guy, like at first he thought
Jotaro Todoroki.
Yeah, Jotaro Todoroki, played by Michael
Chiklis.
Chiklis.
We have 3 jokes here.
That's all of them.
Where's Michael Chiklis?
In the gazebo. Like he says, like, stay away from me. I have a demon. Because like didn't understand. So like that season was like figuring out what they all were. But it's basically people with a powerful life essence, life energy, develop a stand, which is this like only other stand users can see them. To anyone who doesn't have one, whatever's happening looks almost like it's like an ESP, like shit just suddenly like they're doing shit with their minds. Even though to them, like, no, they see it. It's an extension of yourself. And a lot of times it reflects a person's like personality or whatnot. But like one of the characters like gets a stand that like hatches from an egg, and like they don't know what they do, you don't know what they do, but like as soon as it like reveals, it's that sort of thing where like you're like, how would they even know what powers they have? And it's like I think it depends wholly on the situations. Like shit grows based on having to utilize it in a different way and being more creative. And like I don't know what I could do, so it's almost like I try anything to see your own limits. But anyway, that's what's like the real cool new thing of it. And that it's like expanded on where like everyone they fight, it's always crazy. Like there was one where like this dude's stand, like his stand was a giant boat, and the boat, like the real captain, this monkey or like orangutan, was like the stand user. So like the boat could like literally like hold them in place because like the whole thing was his manifestation that then became like tangible.
Okay,
it's really cool. Like if you were gonna watch any of it, it would be one of those seasons where like shit's cool, because like that's what's fun. That's where they have like the weird names and shit. The boy man.
Okay. Yeah, if I could control it, I'd just like give us sick powers and shit, and we just fuck stuff up.
Yeah. Big balls.
Yeah. That's our power.
Big balls.
Tiny dick, big balls.
It's all balls and more pee. For
that's
a
where it's stored.
It's a urine-based attack. Oh my god. You could write it.
I won't yet.
So so I have that idea. I have 2 different ideas for your like joke things.
Yes.
There's the one that's much more realistic of doing, but then there's that other secret one.
Yes.
I think about it all the time because I'm like, just the idea of even like teasing it once would just be already in the lore. Won't last Sarah. There were some X's in there, but I didn't read them. So won't X last X Sarah.
Now you did read them.
Yes. Asked. Question. What happened to watching all Fast and Furious movies at 1,000 subscribers? Mentioned in podcast number 8.
I appreciate citing their sources.
I did feel attacked and called out.
I
had forgotten about it.
I never agreed to it. I can't verify that in my own mind.
It doesn't feel like something you'd agree to.
But it's not something I would have agreed to. Because like every Fast and the Furious, I never would have agreed to that. A Fast and Furious movie, I may have agreed to that.
Well, like we also hadn't developed at that point the like how we did Entourage,
right?
And like with the craft dinner and everything.
Go through 9 movies.
Aren't
there 9?
Yeah.
I don't like any movie. I definitely don't like 9.
We would have to like also, do them in chunks.
I've also been tricked into seeing Tokyo Drift 3 times.
We'd have to watch it again because they come back at 9.
And
like little Bow Wow's in it.
Yeah, I saw it. 3 times.
And that guy that looks like Tim.
And the first time Brandon kept going, no, this is the Need for Speed movie. And I was like, no, it's not. And he's like, yeah, it is. I'm like, no, it's not.
No, it's a movie that reminds me of Need for Speed.
Right. I'm like, the Tokyo Drift like theme song starts playing. I'm like, this is Tokyo Drift. And he goes, it's Need for Speed. I'm like, you're not getting me with this. You're not tricking me.
We're not having any of that. The Pastor Belly. I think that's what it was.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, sort of very close to we're not having any of that.
Yeah.
Having what? Excuse me?
Any of that.
Fuck you.
None of that.
Anyway, I don't think we both agreed to it. And that's not something I'm like unopposed to, but at least the like Sopranos thing with the craft dinner.
Yeah.
That was like we both agreed to like
yes.
subjecting ourselves to that. But that's also because we could just watch the first and last.
Yes. And there's no movie.
Yeah.
Which is perfect.
Thank
like
Lord.
There shouldn't have been with Entourage. I would have been so much happier. I can't get into it right now. We talked about it.
We've expressed it.
We talked about it.
I can't believe that I still will get heated about this.
I know.
How they threw everything away in the
They
first...
literally rewound the entire...
Well, because how can they be the boys?
It's fine. I know.
I'm only getting 3 pairs. Jemmy Rose 78 asked, what was your favorite childhood comfort toy / item, and at what point did you realize it no longer gave you that comfort? Also, fork you, Eric, just a little bit, for adding that hot piss mug to your merch, because I immediately went and bought it.
Thank you for the sale.
Did you get your piss mug in?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I use it on the stream.
Oh, really? I didn't see it.
It's right there. It's turned around backwards, but it's there.
I want a piss mug.
Yeah. All you gotta do is ask.
Yeah, would you get me one?
Yeah.
Would you charge me for it?
It's going towards that debt for that, that person who did that Uber.
Wait, you're paying yourself? You're robbing me to pay you?
No, I wouldn't.
That's just robbing me.
I was saying that would be going towards the debt. It's not that I'm double dipping. You need to pay me $5 towards that.
No, but you would.
Uber.
You would exploit me.
Well,
if I was too dumb to realize.
I mean, it's not
Whatever.
exploitation.
It's fine. I'll get my own mug. I don't need your mug.
No, I'll buy you the mug.
Don't worry about it.
I already bought it.
Did you really already buy me a mug?
No,
That's why you lying.
because I'm going to. Before you can stop me.
Oh, what if I buy my own mug?
You can't.
Why?
Well, you can, but then I'll just get the profits.
That's true. That's fair.
Whereas I could buy it as a sample, and then
Yeah, and in that way, only Teespring
no money
profits.
lost. Exactly.
Yeah. Well, no money gained.
Well, I'll turn all the piss mugs into $1.
They wouldn't let you.
You're right. They literally won't.
It turns them into $1.
Oh.
It's still not worth it.
It's still not worth it.
No.
Okay.
Childhood comfort toy. I didn't really have one, honestly, that I can think of.
I didn't really have one. My parents gave me a teddy bear.
It still makes me giggle because we talked about it earlier.
Yeah, but I never I have no memories of taking comfort in this bear.
Mhm.
It was a bear that sat on a shelf, and I would look at it and go, "That's my teddy bear." But it's an inanimate object. I took no comfort in it.
Yeah.
And I don't mean that in a disrespectful way to people who do, but that's how I looked at it, even as a child.
It was it was in your room. It was your teddy bear.
Right. I just didn't find comfort in that. I found comfort in
Yeah.
people. I don't know.
Mine was like a blanket that I had, I guess. It was like my blankie white.
Yeah.
And then it was in complete tatters. And then essentially that blue panda blanket that I had that I've had forever is more or less the same material that one was.
Mhm.
So I still got it, I guess, in a different way.
Yeah.
But I just like the way it feels.
Yeah. I still have the bear. His name was Corduroy.
Mm-hmm. Ugh.
I didn't name
You
him.
basic bitch.
I didn't name him.
That doesn't change it.
Well, I could have changed his name, but I couldn't get him to sign the paperwork.
That's fair. He would show up drunk. You can't keep doing this. And he's like,
That's Corduroy.
I don't give a fuck what you think.
He says, "My name is Roy now." I was like,
Cord was my father. And that's it. That's all the questions, baby.
"Woo!"
Yeah. Which I felt was a lot more, but also
That was a lot of questions.
I'm kind of glad to have kind of lower energy.
Mhm.
Because I feel just kind of I said some shit. I don't even remember what I said on stream.
Put the pens on it. It'll try to fly away.
And Katie got pissed at me, and so redeemed 10 sets of squats, and then everyone started redeeming squats.
Mm-hmm.
So then I went and put on my Polish tracksuit
Yes.
of my Old Navy finest.
Yes.
And played WAP as I just kept squatting and doing squats. And I don't know how many I did without stopping. But when I did stop, I fell over.
Oh.
And my legs hurt. And they said, Odie, stop, please. And I'm like, let me show you how I got this ring. You redeemed it. I ain't going to be a squelcher. And that's it. That's the end of Quick Wit.
Yeah.
Package time, which we're doing now at like 2 hours, which is we're really ahead of schedule, I guess. It is a loose term. Let's go ahead and leave the gas station of the Quick Wit and head on over. I need to get some oil changed over at the package time
with the boys. Ow!
Product not affiliated, available at Shea McDowell.
I don't want to go there.
No. Shane Diamond Company. I hate his voice. I don't like it when it comes off on the radio.
On Scottsdale Road, Tacoma, 1 mile south of Bell Road. Open weekdays till 8, Saturdays and Sundays till 5. Online at shaneco.com.
So the first gift is actually one that was supposed to be here last week, which I believe we will now be twinsies.
Yeah.
As from Maria. It is. Oh. I only buy presents for people I really like. So here's your card. One for Odie, one for Eric. And we didn't read that part out last time. Or I think we did.
We did.
Oh, we did.
And I skipped the part where I just said one for Eric.
Where this one says hot piss.
Hot piss.
It's just that, like, now I want to be able to double fist piss.
I told you I'm going to buy you,
know
the
what?
other one. And you can have double hot piss.
I had already found out. Someone said that you had a hot piss mug, and I said, no one squeal. And I immediately bought it the day you put it out. And I've had this for like a week, and my sister goes, I don't want to know, and just put it away. And I'm like, don't worry about it. So now I'm double fisting piss.
Hot piss. Hell yeah.
I've been sitting on this for like a week. I'm like, it's such a good bit.
Hell yeah.
And the fact that you're like, I'll buy you one. I'm like, you stupid bitch. I already paid you, you whore.
There isn't going to be a second purchase.
You're not a whore because I'm paying you money. You're a whore outside
because of my behavior.
Yes.
The choices that I've made in my life that have led me here.
It's like the fucking TikTok of like the I don't know why I find it so funny, but where it's real close up on the guy and he's on a date like in Spider-Man, and it's like, this girl's acting real fatherless today. It's just like, I don't even know what that means.
That, like, it had some funny bits. There was just like, what is happening?
Such a weird, wild energy like that. I just am like, you know, excuse me, security. She took my popcorn. I've never seen her. What do you mean? Because it's like, imagine having that kind of like annoying person.
Yeah.
It's like, I'll just go ahead and put my candy in the pop.
Which is wrong. She put Sour Patch Kids in pop. You fucked the popcorn. Yeah. You fucked it. And the Sour Patch Kids.
Yeah. I just find like the whole energy of it is just hysterical to me.
Yes.
Okay.
Package
time. We're going based off of whatever is closest to my hands.
Yes.
Whomstead is this from?
It says.
Ooh, so this must be I Love It.
Okay.
I believe, because it's Eileen.
I love it.
I don't want to dox your last name, but it's also from Germany, I think?
Yes. From Deutsche Post.
Hier weiß für den Versender.
Oh.
That's what it says. That wasn't me saying German.
I know.
Fuck you. That was pretty decent. Open. Oh. That's the sound of us cutting the box. No, we pre-cut them to save time.
Oh, God. Okay, here's a note.
Oh, they're like wrapped.
I'll read this note. You read the next one. We'll trade off.
Okay.
And then we'll get off our asses and do something we gotta do.
You wanna? I'm just looking to hold hands under the Shambler.
I don't understand that. What's a Shambler?
Okay, so
maybe I don't need to know.
The Shambler is a demonic, otherworldly, like Lovecraftian entity that lives in a painting and can travel outside of the painting and take you into it and kill you. It was in Call of Cthulhu.
Okay.
And so there's a whole part where you have to, like, this guy collects all these rare knives, and there's only one knife, and it looks similar to other ones that you can take and hide from the shambler that's like coming to get you, because like the girl you're looking for, or the woman who died, who you're trying to figure out why she died, like painted this and like allowed the shambler to basically come into our world. And it's like this, like it doesn't have like a face, and it's all nasty and insane, and you have to go and like slash the painting, and that makes it go away.
Okay.
But it's in multiple paintings. And anyways, that's like, would you want to like make out under the shambler?
Is it tall?
Well, it's just like a big painting on a canvas, but the shambler is the painting.
Is it
and so
high
the
up?
beast. No, it's like in a little like gallery. It'd
So
be
we
like,
gotta like get on the floor.
it's
to
just
make out?
it's yeah,
Okay.
under the shambler, and there's a possibility that it comes out and like
Shambles.
and like eats us. But you know,
Yeah.
it's kind of fun,
Okay.
flirty, fresh, and fun.
Hey, this is the 5th time I've written this. If there are any spelling or grammatical errors left, you just have to deal with it. Now that that's out of the way. I hope this package reaches you in time. In case it didn't, I hope you had a great Christmas. Besides your gifts...
I did. We're post-dating this episode.
Besides your gifts, I also included a few snacks. I'm pretty sure you will enjoy most of them. I took notes.
Oh no.
The last few weeks have been amazing, and it's thanks to both of you. I've never expected it, but you and your content made such a huge positive impact on my life. I didn't realize I wasn't doing well until I got out of it. You helped me a lot with that. Thank you.
No problem. I assume that was strictly me, and I will take full credit. Thank you so much.
Stumbling across you was the best thing that happened this year. I stopped being sappy for now. Sending lots of love from Germany. Eileen, I love it.
Greetings from Germany. Which is not making fun of you, Eileen, to be clear. That's a GDQ meme. It's good spicy. Thank you so much. It's amazing.
Thank you. Crack open that cold one. Oh, the box is like in view for once. How odd.
Why does this
also...
big long one say Odie?
So you can finally have one.
Yeah, I guess it's a big. This is a bunch of salami. I guess we should like divvy up the loot.
Kinder Buenos.
Kinder Buenos.
Kinder Buenos. Hell yeah.
Oh, there's like a lot of like.
Oh, there's more cards.
Warning: cursed. Open at own risk.
Okay.
Oh, I guess I should like open up whatever I've like picked up.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll open this. I don't know how I'm supposed to open this, so I'm a little like nervous. It's my first time.
Never had a gift before.
This is like when you fuck up a cigar and you just keep like, you accidentally started to like unwrap the wrapper on a cigar, like if it burns out. Because once it starts to flake, it'll always flake. Like there's nothing you can do. I'm like, please don't rip whatever it is. Oh my god! No! It's porn. It's not.
Oh.
No, so they had asked me like what like my team would be, and like they got it like they fully. Oh my god!
That's so cool.
That is so fucking cool. I'm gonna have to find a frame.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's very cool.
That's really fucking cool. Hell yeah. I don't care what you got. It wasn't as cool.
I don't. This one
Thank
doesn't
you-
have a
thank you
name
so
on
much.
it.
Amazing.
But I'll go ahead.
Not
and,
nowhere from where you can see.
not that I can see it, so I'm just gonna open it. We'll find out.
I'm gonna keep.
Is that a Maltesers?
These are some knoppers, which look like actually they look pretty good.
It's a shirt. Okay.
It's gefühlte Waffelschnitt.
Oh
No.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
Oh, but wait. Oh, it's a back one. Oh my god, that is amazing. Thank you. Also, not unlike what they looked like.
That's pretty scary, actually. That's a bit concerning.
That was amazing.
Oh
Thank
my
you so
god,
much.
that's so fucking cool. There's lots of like the Stufen.
Yeah.
Stoopwaffen, I believe it is.
Stroopwafel. We got this is something.
Winter Leckery.
Yes.
What is this?
Sour Skittles.
Crazy Sours. Ooh, Leckery kabonbons. You love kabonbons.
Bonbons. Oh hell yeah. Oh, they have other flavors.
Oh hell
Ananas,
yeah.
Kirsch.
Kinder Schokobons.
Oh.
I don't know what these are.
I think they're probably like Buenos.
They are, but I like how that little
Buenos.
thing in there looks like a nice little peach.
It's a hazelnut. Looks like ass.
It does.
Yeah.
Trash. I can't like see what's in the box at this angle. This was not a good idea.
Some of y'all can't see and it shows. Hell yeah.
Oh, and we have that curse thing too.
Cursed thing. Oh, yes. Oh, it says my name on it, does it?
Wait, does it?
Yeah, Eric, warning, cursed, open at own risk. Interesting.
This just says Odie.
Okay.
And I think, is that everything? It is. Okay. So I figured we could like put trash in the box.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Eileen. We're not going to open this though. Don't worry. This is in pre-production. Pass.
Help him because he's got a piss.
Pass.
Baby wee wee.
So you know you gotta...
Baby wee wee. Help him because he's got a piss.
You're saying baby wee wee?
Yeah. Like the doll. I'll have to show you. It's part of the same video as the Fuck Me Ken.
Okay.
Okay. This is cursed, I've been told. Merry Crimmins. I love that song. Don't torture people like that. I'll keep it for myself because I love that song.
Oh, is that Last Christmas?
Mm-hmm.
They do hate it.
I know they hate
Their
it.
current name on Discord is I Don't Love Last Christmas, and it's a big like red canceled. Over.
And that's okay. They don't have to. I believe. I don't think maybe I'm not supposed to read this now. Perhaps.
Feel free to reuse me. Idea stolen from RB Jones. This one, there was a snowman that said Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
It's my team.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Thank you.
Yo, why you got two shinies, though?
Because I asked for them.
That's fair.
You get what you pay for.
Well, it must be nice to get them at
Hell
full
yeah.
odds.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
I'm very much there's a color theme going on, and then there's just big old Raichu sitting here like, I'm here too, buddy.
Yeah, but you kind of like that, though. You like that Raichu stands out because...
Well, plus he also matches the yellow.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, Bedlam.
Beldum.
Bedlam. I would name him Bedlam.
He's Salt and Gomorrah.
He's got his little feet are the color of Raichu.
Do you know what the original name of Coughing and Wheezing were?
Lanai.
Yeah. For LA and New York.
Mm-hmm. And I also got a print
Oh, hell yeah.
of the Arizona Goes
That's
Off,
so fucking...
which I love.
Like, I love the font that you chose for this shirt, too. Like, because
amazing.
honestly, that looks like Arizona merch.
Yes.
Like, that they use that font all the time.
It is amazing. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to read this one, so I think I'll just keep it and read it after.
Oh, well, I was going to say, if you want to take a second to read it, because I didn't know if... I don't know if this is something they don't want me to read.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I should, so. But that is very sweet. Thank you.
I don't like that this says surprise, motherfucker.
Surprise, motherfucker.
You were a little shit and added yourself. I think I deserve that much. Have fun. Concern. Thank you so much, Eileen. I don't know what's in this. Was yours? Yours? Oh yeah, this was that. What the fuck?
I swear to God, if this is blackcurrant, I'm gonna scream.
Is this a puzzle?
I don't know.
What would it be of?
It's not. It's grape, like it should be. It's a puzzle. Wow.
It's me. It's a
Aww.
puzzle. It's Odie in the box.
That's so cute.
I'm gonna cry. Oh my god, thank you. It's 500 pieces, which is just the right enough for me. I'm not very smart. Oh my god. That's so fucking cool. Ah, and I'm like, what's the team? Because the team was grossly all over the place all the time. And I understand now why they said I had to add myself, which was Eileen and I said, you're going to be Gastrodon one day. We went to the ground underground and found Gastrodon. And I said, Eileen, you're not being Gastrodon. I'm sorry. Oh, that's so fucking cool. Hell yeah. That's Oth. That's Tortuga. That's Baby Miracle Jess. That's I Love It. Curlia. Who the fuck was Curlia? I can't remember. That's the only one, and I feel terrible about it because I can't remember because I stopped like once I got it to Gardevoir, it was done. I don't remember. And then that's Zuki Tanuki. And he's sleeping like Zuki would. We all sleeping. Oh hell yeah!
That's really cool.
Thank you so much. Oh my god, that's so fucking cool. You got a puzzle, you bitch?
No.
Bitch. So I win.
I got sour Skittles.
No, you got Bon Pom Pom.
Cow Bon Bon.
Cow Bon Bon.
I got sour Skittles.
That sounds like a villain's name. Cow Bon Bon. Hell yeah, thank you so much, Eileen. You're amazing. You're wonderful, and much. I'm sure, like Eric. Thank you so much for what you wrote. I figured that's just for me, and that's just for him. But thank you. Oh my god,
thank you very much.
So fucking cool. That was like too much. Every time we have like a bunch of packages, I'm like, I gotta like figure out how to carry this all in my car because I'm like, I gotta one trip it back up the stairs.
Well, yeah.
You're lucky because like you
I
just
live
had
here.
to one trip it from here.
Yeah.
Okay. This is a box. Do you know who it was from?
I didn't scribble out the name.
It says Caitlin. I don't want to read their last name, but it's also from Canada.
Okay.
So I wonder if it'll say it in the box.
Probably.
Ooh, here, you should read this on the podcast, this thing.
Okay. For Eric, please don't read on the podcast. My God, you fuck.
Yeah. And then this one says The Boys.
Okay.
So I'm going to assume that's...
I will read this afterwards.
So it is a card.
Mm-hmm. With
This
a
is from
Clementine.
Kat. This is an original print by Holly McNaughton. Find me on Instagram.
Cool.
Hi, Eric and Odie. Happy festive season, whatever you choose to call it. Courtney. I wanted to send a few things along to say thank you. The last few months have not been kind, but your content and the podcast have brought some much needed joy and laughter to some dark times. I'm honestly trash at buying gifts, and food has always been an important part of my family's holiday tradition, so I thought I'd send along some of my favorite and one least favorite holiday treats. The selected treats reflect my Dutch roots, but also my home province on Canada's East Coast. I hope you enjoy. Kat. Thank you so much.
Cool.
Hell yeah. I'm excited to try. I'm excited to see what's going on.
Hold on. They're like...
Okay.
Do that one, maybe.
Okay. So, drop. Oh, okay. They're like... It's like very well wrapped. I don't know if you did it or they did it. Like, did you type? I have no idea. I gotta like open it so I can like understand what we're seeing. Okay. So it says drop. Coming in an overwhelming number of options. Drop, or licorice, is one of the most common Dutch candies. While it can be soft and sweet, the hard and salty varieties are often what give drop its bad reputation among unsuspecting consumers. I've included a more traditional roll of hard and salty drop, as well as my personal favorite, a special variety with a minty candy-coated shell around a drop center.
Okay.
So this is the Venco Top Drop Hard Zout.
Okay.
And
I think
then,
that's the original then, perhaps.
Maybe. Then there's these mint nopies.
Yes.
These are the mint ones.
those are
Ons
the ones
best
that they like.
recept.
Oh.
I guess it's all in French or Dutch, or it's in Dutch.
Okay.
Okay. We'll have to try that.
Yeah.
We'll have to try this. I'll just open them.
Yeah, open them.
So it has to drop, but also it was very, very like well made. Like you did like a really cool, I think like tape or whatever, but like to like build. However you did this was really well done. You like framing all the cards and stuff. That's awesome.
I'll read this one while you open that. This is Chicken Bones. First produced by the New Brunswick-based Ganong Candy Company in 1885, these candies offer an odd combination of a hard cinnamon shell with a soft chocolate center. Every Christmas they are inescapable. You either love them or hate them. Chicken bones. Okay. Are you not liking it?
No, I'm trying to understand. I wanted to see what was in the middle because I had to break it and it was hard.
We'll have to try this one as well.
This is an interesting taste. Wait, let me see your chicken bones again.
Oh,
They're interesting.
I don't like it.
You don't like it? I don't mind it. Well, no, that was just the minty. Oh.
It tastes like someone hit a cigarette butt in the middle of a candy. Oh, it won't go away.
Are you crying?
No, it's just I'm gonna.
Wait, was that the chicken and bone, or
No, that was that thing.
do you want to try one of the top drop?
No, that's just the middle. That's just the cigarette butt. I'm gonna try a chicken bone.
Thanks. It was fine. It feels weird. It's a weird taste.
It's metallic.
Okay, yeah. Let me.
It's cinnamon and chocolate. That's not the texture I expected.
Oh, it's hot cinnamon.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I don't taste any chocolate. Like I say, Mike and Ike.
Oh.
I'm sorry. The main reason I'm making this face too is also because, like, with my tooth missing, I have to be careful, like, how I chomp.
I'm making this face because of the taste.
Yeah. Those are terrible.
I'm gonna be honest. I really don't like that either. But that's cool.
I hope you would receive all of this, and the same goes for everyone else too. If we don't like it, that doesn't mean you send something bad. Like, I'm sure you're living for.
I appreciate the new experience.
I wonder if it was a misdirection that they sent stuff that, like, stuff we love and then one thing I hate, and that it's like, really, no, it's just stuff that everyone hates, just like, because, like, fuck you.
It's definitely all very unique. Like, I didn't.
Yeah, no, it's cool.
I would not have expected any of these flavors like this.
Mm-mm.
That's cool. I didn't like it though.
Okay, this is chocolate letters, which would be an S and an E. I think the E's for me.
It probably is.
Chocolate letters. You did such a cool job on, like, the packaging and everything.
Yeah, that's really cool.
A long-standing Dutch tradition dating back centuries. Chocolate letters are left on top of presents by Sinterklaas or Sinterklaas.
Sinterklaasen.
Sinterklaas. So there's no confusion as to who is getting what on Christmas morning.
Okay. That's cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna save this though because it
it
looks like solid milk chocolate. Like, this is going in the box for when we don't have packages and we want snacks.
Yes.
Or the holiday stream, which maybe next weekend.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out. We'll hammer out the details.
Is this potpourri?
Dulce. Is that Dulce and Gabbana?
The original Grand Mountain Island Dulce de Il Grand Man, all natural and sun dried. Okay, but what is it? It's something sun dried. Is this edible?
Is there a thing on it?
There wasn't a thing on it. Maybe it fell off.
Stroopwafel.
Oh, it got pulled off.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Dulce, or if you fancy, Palmaria palmata, often mislabeled as seaweed. Dulce is technically a sea vegetable. Much of the world's supply of dulce comes from New Brunswick's Fundy Coast. Harvested at low tide and sun-dried, dulce has gained a reputation as a local delicacy to be eaten plain or used in traditional New Brunswick recipes. It still tastes like seaweed.
I feel like we gotta try it. Unfortunately. Yeah. While you're getting that open, let's talk about stroopwafel.
Yay!
Translated literally to syrup waffles, these treats were found exclusively in the Dutch city of Gouda until the 1870s.
That's where the cheese came from.
That's the cheese. Well, the city was named after the cheese.
Well, cheese so nice.
Gotta clap it twice.
Yeah.
Since then, they have grown in popularity both in the Netherlands and internationally. Pro tip, warm them up slightly to make them even tastier. I never even thought about warming up stroopwafels. I don't want to open these because I will eat all of them.
Perhaps we should save them for the stream.
Yes.
Because we know those are good.
Yeah, That sounds so terrible. We'll save them for the stream because we know they're good.
No, because, like,
it's another one that we know we both will like.
there's not going to be a fun experience of watching us taste it, is
Yeah.
what I mean. This is seaweed. Okay. Well, no, it's not seaweed, actually.
What does it feel
It
like?
smells like fish food. I'm not trying to be disrespectful.
You
It
gotta
literally
try it.
smells like fish food.
It looks like trash. I feel like you sent us a bag of trash, and you're gonna laugh when we eat it. I feel like I took too big of a piece.
It looks like they like shaved off like the skin of an onion and let it dry out. Wait, I'm gonna have less if you're gonna have less.
Well, no, I took off. I have twice as much as you.
Well, then take off more.
No, I want a good bite, but like I had too much. You just took an advantage. All right, ready? 1, 2.
Is this food?
Am I a fish? Glub glub.
It's not terrible.
It's not good.
It doesn't register as food though. My brain's telling me that you just ate a piece of paper.
It tastes like I ate a piece of seaweed.
Yeah.
Is that fish food?
I think it is.
Do you think they just sent us fish
They sent us fish food. Okay, cool.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Storm chips.
Dare I ask, what is the one thing you don't like?
I can't figure it out.
Is it the seaweed?
I think it was the drops.
Oh yeah, like the plain
everyone
drops they
hates
didn't
them.
like. Yeah.
Storm chips. When you live in a place where the air hurts your face and storms bringing multiple feet of snow are not uncommon, you need to keep an emergency supply of chips in your house at all times. Enter Storm Chips, produced by Covered Bridge Chips using 100% New Brunswick grown potatoes.
Okay.
Each bag offers a flurry of flavors for your culinary enjoyment, because sometimes leaving your house is not an option.
Okay. I love potato chips.
So we got like the bag here. We got smoking sweet barbecue,
Great.
sea salt and vinegar,
Okay.
home style ketchup, and creamy dill.
We went straight downhill real quick.
I like sweet barbecue, but
That's-
I don't like that the images look very similar to the home style ketchup.
Well, the chips are also all mixed together, so like they're gonna all vaguely taste of. Crack it open.
I'm using my one. I can't try this.
Okay. I'll try it.
And that being said, I told Tyler, I was like, oh yeah, we'll be doing like a holiday stream. And she's like,
Oh no, they all look the same.
absolutely not.
Fuck. Okay.
I'm sure they'll be good. And like, if next time I see Tyler, like, she will have some. Which one was that?
They just end up tasting like all of them. But I actually like it.
But it might also be because like it got like because of like maybe staying in the bag and also being shipped. Oh, are they like kettle chips?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I can't. Those are too hard for me. Normally.
This is actually really good. I'm gonna be honest, this is good. Okay. All right, I fuck with that. I would not have thought it. You will not like this.
I can smell it and I don't like it.
Yeah. I actually do like
Thank
that.
you so much. Oh my goodness. Well, thank
Yes.
no, like I meant like it's hard to keep. Like, thank you so much for sending stuff.
Thank you.
This was really cool.
Yeah.
And like some of it, like we're definitely going to enjoy. Some of it I did not enjoy, and some of it I refused. But we tried.
Yeah.
And then I really liked all the work that you put into the cards. Those were really cool.
It's very cool.
Thank
Very
you.
well done.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
We'll just put it. We'll deal with this all later.
here.
Bong, bong.
One more?
All right. 2 more.
Oh, okay.
And then, but they. This one is from Kathleen,
Okay.
which I think I know who this is. I don't recall. I don't because I don't know all of your guys' like full
Governments.
names. Government names.
Oh, they've been wrapped.
Spotify.
This is for you.
Okay. And that one's for you.
This is for me.
Is
We got cards below, I believe.
okay. Oh, but there's multiple things. This says me.
Okay, this is you.
Thank you.
This is me, so I'm assuming this is. Whoa! The boys. Hello.
The boys. Dun dun da 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 da. Fuck. Okay,
Yeah,
let's just
having
remove
the
box.
boxes here is dangerous.
This- we didn't think this through. We don't have a studio. It's just the kitchen.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Is that fine?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Although yours is much more like, there we go. Because now we're like both angled versus being more like dead on. Oh, you already had the card. You speed ran.
I was grabbing because I was opening the one that was not labeled, so I was assuming it for both of us. So I was just checking it real quick to see if it was like.
It is.
If it's readable.
Yeah.
So it says, "Your hoot." And it says, "That's why I'm so glad to know you. Happy Halloween." I hope this put a smile on your face and that you had an incredible day. Best, Kathleen.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kathleen.
It's fucking power play.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
I love that.
Because it was on sale after that.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you. Oh my goodness.
These
Mine has a dog on it.
Okay.
Deck the halls with lots of jolly. Hey, Odie. I hope you enjoy your gift. Best wishes to you and your family. Katie B. This is Katie.
It's Katie.
It's Katie. I didn't know Katie's name was Kathleen. I didn't know that. Katie.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Eric, thank you so much for all the wonderful content you've created and will create in the future. I hope that you enjoy your gifts and that you have a wonderful holiday. Best, Katie B. And a very happy New Year. Thank you, Katie.
I hope Christmas finds you feeling extra merry.
I hope Christmas finds me feeling.
I hope so.
It's been years.
Katie, thank you so much.
Thank you.
I don't know what you did, but I'm already mad about it.
Okay.
So I have
What
like
is
this
that? Are
small
they-
box,
okay.
and then there's this big thing. I'll open the box at the same
Yes.
time. That feels fair.
Well, no, you have two, so you should do one, then I should do one, then you should do one.
Little box.
Yes.
Little box. With Jack
Son
and
of a bitch.
Diane. Wasn't there an episode of the podcast where I was that was on stream where I was trying to sing the lyrics. We were playing with Kenny, and it was like, Odie, here's lyrics,
Oh,
and
yeah.
then like, bing bang bong.
Sing sang song.
Okay, so it says, enjoy Christmas. It's his birthday. Enjoy life. It's his way. From Bronner's Christmas Wonderland. Like, very... Oh, this is a good meme. I'm already ecstatic.
You can use the pen if you like. You can like pop that tape.
Also, I got tingles yesterday for the first time.
No. You've told me that you already got them.
I got them for the second time, and I figured out really what it is. Or
Okay.
actually, I'm realizing when I thought I got them before, I didn't.
Okay. You got like pre-tingles?
Yeah, because I don't know what to expect, so
Right.
I'm almost hypersensitive to the point where if I am even feeling it, I don't even know that it is.
Yeah.
I finally told my brain to like shut up and listen, and it was pretty cool.
Cool.
You know, I just bought a Christmas tree for
Mhm.
$40.
Yes.
Pre-lit, and I'm very happy about it because it was $40.
Yes.
I had to drive to 2 different Home Depots.
I was there on the call.
You are. But the reason I got it was because I have the box, and now Zuki can be the keeper of Christmas.
There you go.
What?
Tilt this a little like that. Yeah. Yeah. That's good.
Oh, okay. It's... What are these? They're like little ornaments. Ah! Oh hell yeah! It's the Kingdom Hearts like it's in the dive to the heart. Like,
Okay.
So like that's
Oh, that's the stuff that's in the
Roxas.
back of the stage.
Yeah, like how they have a bunch of them. So these are
Mhm.
like little ornaments, which are awesome because oh my god! Ah! It's Rico, Ansem, Mickey, and Nominee, I believe. Oh my goodness! Oh, these are so fucking cool. You got me. I thought it was gonna be like a little baby
Jesus.
meat Jesus. Oh, Shion with Six and Roxas and Zemnis and which Shion is a replica that was using as a backup plan in case Roxas is a nobody for Sora being the Keyblade wielder. They could have her as a backup, but then ultimately scrap it. But like, she's still a person, and she don't exist. She's the 14th member of Organization 13.
Okay.
And then Simple and Clean, baby, with the Sora, with the Donald, the Goofy, the Riku, and the Kyrie.
Hell
Thank you so much, Katie. Oh my God, I'm so stressed. And that explains the clips to hang them up. So I'm gonna go put those on my tree, and I'll take a picture. I will post a picture, and I'll DM it to you tonight so that you know. But you don't know that now. You will have already received it. You're welcome. Thank you so much, Katie. I love you. I appreciate you so much. Katie's also a mod of mine, and they're amazing. Love and support Katie, because she will kill you with kindness and a gun. I don't. That's not a real threat. She will kill me with a gun, I think. But I probably deserved it. You're not doing enough of the
Crinkle, crinkle, crinkle.
crinkle, crinkle, pop, pop, pop. That's the soda.
Okay, yeah. Where are we going with this? Where are we going with this, Jojo? What's it? Oh, that's so cool! They're pins from Clue. It's all the people from Clue.
Oh, how cool is that?
Hold on, let me kind of. It's like that's Miss Peacock, and they even have like a vet. Oh my God, that's amazing! I never really have like, not pins. These aren't pins. What would you call these? Buttons, I guess.
Yeah.
I've never really like having things. That's so cool. Oh my God, it's literally.
It's one of those things where it's like someone would almost need to get me something, and then I realize I'm really into them.
Yeah.
You know, like I haven't.
That is so cool.
That's
Thank
cool.
you. I fucking love
Enamel
Clue.
pins are really cool.
Yes.
That I'm like I haven't dipped my toes in there too much because I don't even know how I would store them. But like I want them.
I gotta figure out a place to like put all of those.
Yeah.
And then. Sorry about the lipstick in your Valentino white bag.
That's so fucking cute.
That's awesome. Thank you, Katie.
Hell yeah.
That's amazing.
That's so
I
cool.
appreciate it. Thank you.
Hell yeah. Now that you're done, back to me.
The name of this color is Extra Cinnamon, please.
It's me.
Yeah.
I spilled lipstick in your Valentino white bag.
Would you like to put it on?
No. Oh, that's sick. Oh, hell yeah.
Rennie.
It's a blanket, and it's Kingdom Hearts, and my quads, because Katie made me do like 100 squats yesterday, but like standing up like that was all in the quads. Mary Chrysler. It looks like, because I can't see it. I do it up.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, that's cool.
I haven't seen it yet, so yeah.
Hell yeah, that's cool.
Is like story ahead. So like that's like it's called anti-form. It happens in particular in the second game where there's a chance if you're using a lot of your drive forms that every time you use a drive form, the chance increases is the next time you do a drive form, you'll turn into anti-form. So like you can't like do any like reaction commands or anything, but like you like just attack wildly. It can be super annoying though. But it's so fucking cool. Thank you so much, Katie.
Thank you, Katie.
Oh my God.
That's very sweet of you.
Bed blanket. I'm stoked. I can't wait for Lucy to sleep on it and make it smell.
Hell yeah.
She's a smelly pug. And my sister just goes, she's a stinker. I'm like, that's not an excuse.
That's not how that works.
I was like, why is your dog so chonky? And she goes, she's just puggy. I'm like, what do you feed her? She's like, no, we've gotten her checked. It's like Duncan.
Yeah.
Where it's just
He's just big.
He's just built. And then
built like a brick shit house.
From, I believe, Anonymous
Mouse.
sent this package. They did also DM me today saying, maybe don't open it.
Mm.
And I have disregarded it. I didn't want to cause strife in the home.
Again.
So, and so, thank you so much for this box. We did open it, and for the sake of it, we literally opened it and went, boop, we'll open it on the podcast. So I don't even really remember what was in it at this point.
Yeah.
So I'm ready. Okay. Wait, do you want Rochambeau to see who opens it?
You can open it.
I want a Rochambeau for it. I want to fight.
I don't call it Rochambeau.
Do you want to play rock, paper, scissors?
No. Doesn't mean I won't.
You ready? It's 1, 2, 3, shoot.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, shoot. You have to open it. You were gonna open it regardless.
Oh hell yeah!
Also, I'm really short, so I can't see.
Don't worry, it's blocking the camera too. Which careful.
Oh
my god.
Oh my god. We gotta like tuck and fold. Tuck and fold.
Pretty much.
Okay.
All
right. Close your eyes and I'm just gonna touch something, grab it, because it's all. It's the one.
Merry Crisis.
We have matching backpacks.
This is amazing.
Oh my God, this is so fucking cool.
I fucking love Jigglypuff.
Hell yeah, Peekaboo.
Peekaboo.
Mary Chrysler.
Oh hell yeah, that is so cool. Jigglypuff.
Oh hell yeah.
I love Jigglypuff. Fuck yeah. They say it's a cosplay backpack.
Oh.
For when I'm cosplaying as Jigglypuff. The zipper is a music note.
Yeah. Oh, that's so cute. A treble clef.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's so cool. Thank you so much.
So fucking sick. This is almost exactly like the one I had as a kid, because I think the one I had as a kid was still like Fat Pikachu.
Oh yeah.
Chonkachu.
Thank you so much.
You gotta.
We're in a chair.
Yeah. The fit don't stop.
I don't want to be like smashing it back into the chair.
Then don't. I'm ready to go to school with my Pikachu backpack.
Hell yeah.
Oh hell yeah.
Oh hell yeah.
I'm gonna put my weed in here.
Oh my god.
Oh hell yeah. I can't get it off.
Yeah.
Ow.
Oh yeah, I want it.
Oh yeah, I want it.
Oh yeah, I want it.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah. That is a boss babe
it's
backpack.
A sizable backpack.
Like that's a good deal.
I wear this in a crop top and no pants.
What's in his head?
Thoughts. Forbidden truths. Thank you so much. This is so cool. I love Jigglypuff.
I love this.
I love the way that Jigglypuff is cut.
So it's got like a really cool pocket.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I'm not saying this to like complain by any means. I just find it hysterical because like, it's a whole big Pikachu. It's really cool. The pocket.
Yeah, I don't think it's a backpack per se.
Not a backpack, no.
It's a wearable plushie.
Yeah, I mean, it's a sick ass fucking plushie that like, if I need to, I got a fucking weapon.
Right.
And can just Pikachu
when you go on
use thunder.
Zippy zap.
Zip. Thank you so much.
Hell yeah.
You out here getting embarrassed. Too bad.
You're
lucky I didn't say your name, Anonymous. I'll keep my name out of my mouth.
What's all this then?
Oh, there's like a thing with it too. Oh, did you read the Merry Christmas?
Was there a note with it? I thought it was.
Oh, mine says, is Christmas.
Oh goodness, there is a note.
I am willing to read mine.
I'm not, but that's very sweet. Thank you so much.
I'll just read the first part of this. Odie, hey, my favorite half of the hype. Shh, don't tell your co-host.
Maybe I will read mine now. With a derisive tone.
Does yours say that it's the favorite half of the hype podcast? Because that would be a good play.
I mean, it says, among other things, that says, oh well, that's not compared to you. Never mind.
That would have been a really good play though, is to like say, don't show the other person, but like you're my favorite. No, you pick favorites. I'm fine with that. Thank you. Hell yeah, that's so sweet.
Hell yeah.
And we got red vine.
Red vines.
I like red vines.
So do I.
Oh, okay, cool. That's something we like.
I'm the weirdo who doesn't care either way. I like them both.
That's right. Is there?
There's a baggie.
This must be. For
That sounds
boy.
like a cat.
It's not
toy.
a cat in the bag.
Well, perhaps.
What the? Oh shit! It's like a tin. What is this? What is this animorph looking face?
That's our old property manager guy. That's Ian.
Oh my god. Oh hell yeah! What is this? Save the world all over again with the Animorphs. Revisit the wildly popular series by K.A. Applegate with this exclusive retro collection.
That's Zuki's.
Oh. Zuki. Meow 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 chomp meow meow. Violence. Thank you. I will read that to him. I will open this. I will open this in just a second.
Okay.
Because I realized I'm like, I should wait and do it with Zuki, but I'm like, I'm not bringing Zuki over
the cat
here.
Doesn't. No.
He has no concept of love
of gifting
or anything. Oh hell yeah! With the retro collection, exclusive retro collection, it features books 1 through 6, The Invasion, The Visitor, The Encounter, The Message, The Predator, and The Capture, all with their original covers in a collectible tin case. Oh my god! Thank you, dude. Oh hell yeah! How's your con bonbon? Ooh, I like the tin.
Mm-hmm.
Every ASMR video has to have tappies. That's the rule.
I hate tapping.
And you have to say that it's the rule.
Mm-hmm.
I got the goods.
Yeah.
I got this little
laying
tin.
them down.
Oh. The covers are so bad. Like in the best way.
It's Tyler when she wakes up hungover.
The Invasion. Some people never change. Some do. That's for The Invasion. The Visitor with the cat girl. And like, that is Tyler. That's Tyler on LSD, but we're crying to the Lion
Not feeling
King.
anything.
What's this and say? No one knows who they are.
No one.
We can't tell you who we are or where we live. It's too risky. And we've got to be careful. Really careful. So we don't trust anyone. Because if they find us, well, we just won't let them find us. The thing you should know is that everyone is in really big trouble. Yeah, even you. Oh, the first one said the same thing. Oh, yeah, it's always the same, I guess. The Encounter. Ooh, and they put Tobias on here. Tobias normally spends his time as a red-tailed hawk.
Uh-huh.
Because if you stay in your morph for more than 2
I
hours,
remember.
yeah.
I've been told about this on and off the podcast.
This is The Encounter. Now you see them. Now you don't. I'm so excited to reread these. Oh, hell yeah. Animorphs The Message, which is the dolphin. Sometimes you have to change a little more than your mind.
They did that girl dirty.
Yeah, but Cassie's like arguably the smartest out of all of them.
Then they really did her dirty.
The Predator. And it's... Okay, I love that, like, for... God, what's his name? It's not Carlos. Is it Carlos? Marco, that's what it is. What you see isn't always what you get. But, like, all the other ones, they, like, morphed them, like, grotesquely really quickly.
Yeah.
But with Marco, they, like, took their time, and I don't like it. It's uncanny.
It's literally
valley.
evolution. But with lipstick. Why are his lips so red?
You know. Oh, hell yeah. And then the Capture. Now he's one of them. And him turning into a... That's me. That's me when I'm a little stoned.
One up is Brendan.
That's Taylor. Hell yeah. Thank you so much. These are so cool.
Yeah.
Thank you. And thank you to everybody who sent stuff. You guys do not have to, but it is greatly appreciated. And
it is very kind.
Yeah. Oh my god. These are going on the shelf.
Elf on the...
And I'll put my dirty magazines in here too and bury it out in the woods so that some kids can find it.
Oh my god.
For Zuki, meow 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 with Happy Christmas.
Happy women.
I'll do Zuki's unboxing real quick. Don't mind me. Oh, okay. It's just a big assortment of stuff.
Hell yeah.
I'm sure he'll love it, and I won't like not give it to him as a punishment. Bet. Hell yeah!
Yeah.
Thank you so much. That's amazing.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah! This is a fun time. It's a good
Yeah.
episode. We're still ahead of schedule.
There was a schedule?
I wanted it to be under 3 hours.
We achieved that.
We could not. Hell yeah! Thank you guys
Thank
so
you
much.
guys.
This
That's
is-
very sweet.
Yeah, it's too sweet actually.
Yeah. Where's the salt?
There's a lot of salted treats actually.
The chips were great. That licorice stuff.
The seaweed.
It tastes. I'd rather have the seaweed
The
any day
seaweed
over
wasn't bad, but
It just.
I
It
realized
wasn't food.
I'm like, I don't want this, but like not in a like, oh God, get it out. It's like,
right.
thanks.
That first thing was, oh God, get
Yeah.
it out. That tasted like a cigarette.
See, I didn't taste that, but I didn't care for the taste. But
I found it.
we tried. Now Red Vines, that's a good American can. I don't think are these even made in America? Indiana.
I think the company is American. Yeah, made in the USA.
A good American candy. We jinx or like we do a lot of like sync stuff without realizing.
Sing clap. That's a throwback.
Thanksgiving throwback with a Kodak. Hell yeah.
Fuck. Oh well. Whatever. We're good.
Whatever. We're like basically done anyway.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Blah, blah, blah. We're at like 960 subscribers last I saw, which means a few people told a friend, but you didn't.
And you know who you are. And we know who you are.
And I'm not saying you should be like making alt accounts, but I can't verify who your friends are. Just saying.
We can't vet them.
But I'm not buying them, to be clear. Bigfollows.com, I'm not buying. We did check it out. It's not worth it.
We did?
Oh, me and my stream.
I was like,
Because the bots always come in and they go, you know, do you want to like be famous? Like go to bigfollows.com like to buy
Want to be famous.
You want to buy followers. So I was like,
yeah.
all right, I'll go to
She
bigfollows.com.
bought
How
her
much?
followers on Instagram.
How much are they? And it's like you could buy them to like followers. You could buy viewers,
Mm-hmm.
so that like bots will just come in and sit, and you can like buy
Yeah.
like an hour at a time or
Mhm.
buy for like a day. And I'm like, yes, you could use that to like boost, because didn't like Justin
Boost
Bieber
mobile
get in
trip.
trouble? Or there was like some controversy that like his parents like bought a bunch of like fake stuff to like help boost it artificially.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Didn't Usher find him?
I don't know. At the same time though, does it matter how you get there? Like it's within your own thing. But like if you don't know, like if you consciously are doing it, I'm like, I don't think so. But like I also, if the only thing I need to like hit partnered on Twitch is have 75 average viewers, like cheesing my way to it via like spending a bunch of money doesn't work when like I'm partnered and then immediately it's back to like, you know, the like, you know, 30s or 40s where I'm
Right.
at now. Like I'm like, we'll just get there whenever because it doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah.
I'm too busy out here thinking about like beans.
Fucking
Fucking beans. What the fuck?
We got a heart out.
We don't have time for me to keep going.
We don't have
beans.
time for the what the fuck.
We don't got time for beans.
We're running out of time.
Okay. All right. I don't think I have anything.
I have nothing else.
We'll figure out like
I have nothing
that
left to
fun
do.
like holiday baking stream. It'll probably be next
yeah.
weekend or the weekend after.
Yes.
I don't think this weekend.
No.
Because I'd rather
I'm
wait
busy
till
this
after
weekend.
Christmas. Yeah, you're busy. We also could just doing it. I mean, it wouldn't be like on a weekend, but like we could also just do it like after we're both done with work on like.
We can figure it out offline. They don't
we'll
need to
play
tip
it by
us.
ear.
We can
No.
talk shop.
But you always kick me out once you hit that button. The producers.
And you'll call me tomorrow morning.
Okay. I know we're gonna go and we're gonna be done, but do you remember when there was that one bake fail where I was talking about how we film it as like a mockumentary, and
Yes.
that there's like a breakdown of like, hey, you guys need to be like follow the cue card,
Yes.
and like, I think I thought about that just now.
Yeah.
We don't have to talk about it.
Yeah.
Happy Chrysler,
Have holiday
vamp,
or don't.
but take it easy.
But take it. Make a choice.
All right, it's over.
Cool.
Get the fuck out of here. Don't wave at them. They're clicking the button. Let's help them push their cursor up to the button.
That was me doing a volley.
Yeah.
Straight up.
I'm sure they're slowly going to the cursor to go close the video. So
Yeah.
we gotta we gotta hard out.
Hard out.